Hello, fellow homebrewers. JP here, and I want to introduce to you the brand new Brew Built X1 Conical Series available at More Beer. More Beer sells the highest standard in homebrewing equipment, and the Brew Built Conicals are just that. They're made from mirror-polished 304 stainless steel, and they come with loads of features that you and I have been looking for. They have a full 2-inch bottom dump valve, which will eliminate your clogging issues, while the sturdy base includes 4 reinforced legs, just like those big Pro tanks do. More Beer also carries the Brew Built line of options and add-ons like casters, pressure kits, and even external glycol chillers. So you can find out more about the new Brew Built X1 Conical Unitanks by going over to morebeer.com for detailed videos on the entire line of Brew Built Conicals. You can trust Brew Built with your next fermentation, and you can trust More Beer to find the right conical for you. Brew Built at morebeer.com.
Home brewers, craft brewers, beer lovers, beer drinkers.
Get ready for an all-new experience in information exchange and beer culture.
Your only source for live beer radio that brings expert brewers from around the globe
right to your home.
You're not just listening to broadcasters, it's the Brewcasters
on the Brewing Network.
Holy crap. What happened? It's 2006 already.
Here we are.
Happy New Year from the Brewing Network, everybody. We're glad that you're back with us.
We're glad to be back, yeah.
How long's it been? 3 weeks or something?
It feels like forever.
It does feel like forever. I don't know what to do with myself.
I miss your pretty face.
I just sat in here every Sunday at 5 o'clock pretending I was doing a show. Sat in front of the microphone.
Computer off just here.
Yeah, I was looking at a blank monitor. Had more listeners than ever in my head, though.
Waiting for us to show up.
Yeah. It was just like normal. It was like quarter.
Still waiting.
Yeah, it was 5:15. I was like, where the hell's Doc?
I'm busy here a minute before 5.
Yeah, no, you're right. I had this funny dream last night. It was one of those anxiety dreams.
Oh, good. Sure. Did it have clowns in it?
You know the teeth falling out dreams?
Yeah.
It wasn't one of those, but those are signs of anxiety, right? Like if you're like, and I have those constantly. Like I'm chewing on my own teeth and weird stuff like that.
They have night guards for that.
Last night wasn't quite that. I've been working rigorously on this website like late nights, and last night I didn't finish till like 4 a.m. Got the website up just in time for today. You know, Australians woke up to a nice new website.
Good.
And anyway, so I go to bed last night at like 4 o'clock or whatever. I start dreaming, and I had all my dreams were about today's show. The first part of it was that I did the first half hour of the show without the two of you because you didn't show up on time. You just came late. And then you got here and I took a break and I scolded you guys for 15 minutes during the break.
That sounds about right.
And Doc, you, in my dream, you looked like a really sad and feeling bad about disappointing your parents' little boy. In my dream.
Oh, yeah, that's about right.
I'm really sorry. I tried to be here. I didn't mean it. And the new chat room, was working like almost too well, so much that people could type fast enough that Daniela couldn't even read what the chat room was saying anymore. It just was speeding by her. I had all this weird anxiety about how the new stuff was going to go. How's it going, Daniela?
It's pretty much a fact what you just said. I cannot keep track at all. I'm gonna miss everybody, really. Well, so I apologize already.
As long as they don't get thrown out. You know,
I'm just too retarded for that. It's too fast. Let's go back to the old chat.
Yeah, fix one problem, you end up with another one.
Just have them type in German. It'll slow them down and speed you up.
Good idea, Dr. Scott.
People don't realize that we kept our clunky slow one, not because, we are angry at you guys, but because Daniela can't read fast enough for a new one.
Well, I'm gonna figure out how to do it.
I bought you a speed reading book.
Did you really?
You can practice speed
awesome
reading.
Gift.
Yeah.
Like always.
And you're gonna have to type faster. So, new website's up, kids, and I enjoy it. Feel free to let us know what you like and don't like. Some of you have already started doing that.
Oh, they did.
Which is always acceptable in my book. I like that. Mm-hmm. So, look around. Tell us what you think. Doc's got his own page now.
Yay.
Yeah. It's gonna be a gadget feature. I think we're doing one a month. I don't want to bombard Doc with too many book reports to have to turn in.
Yeah, thanks about that. You did that this week, though. Can I have that, like today?
But I left you a message a week before.
Yeah, I know. and
gave you time
to think about what I'm going to do. And I was going to give you a call that day, and all of a sudden I just get in the car on my way home from work. Ring. Hey.
I'm surprised you answered.
Yeah. I love the way you asked too, Jay. You're like, can I have it an hour from now, please?
Yeah, exactly.
No, he said it more like, I'm trying to get this page up, and I think I'm going to try to get it up tonight. That was like Tuesday. I better have it in then.
Yeah, you guys are in broadcasting now, man. Deadlines are quick.
Yeah.
And you got to learn to work under pressure.
We delivered.
You both got me your stuff on time. I called John. John's on vacation. He's still driving home from vacation. I'm like, John, where's my links, man? I need those tonight. Yeah, I don't think I can do that. Why not? That's what I'm doing. Get your ass home and start typing.
I was like, well, I'm still on vacation. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Hey, drop your girlfriend off at home and get to a computer.
Oh, yeah. I got heat, too. I'm going to be single here in a month because of you.
It's good.
Yeah,
It'll be better for the network.
Okay, good.
It will.
Take one for the team.
Take one for the team.
Cheers to that.
Yeah.
Okay. With us in the studio today, we've got Aaron Dorsey from Beach Chalet Brewing in San Francisco, California. Welcome, Aaron.
Thank you very much.
Glad to have you. Aaron is an alumni of UC Davis brewing program there, so we're going to talk about that with you later. And, of course, all about Beach Chalet's beers. And how the heck you got started in this crazy business.
Sounds good.
All right. And Aaron brought some stuff to give away, too. I think we got a bunch of shirts and hats.
Yeah,
so,
and a lot of beer to drink, too.
And a lot of beer to drink. Aaron actually stopped by the blues program this morning in the chat rooms and warned me that he was bringing a bunch of beer. I told him you were out getting drunk already, John.
I was.
It's like noon.
Yeah, I had a Schwarzbier for breakfast.
John, how could you do that?
I don't know. It was my Saturday.
How could you go out on Saturday and start drinking it now?
Yeah.
I hang out with you, Doc.
Oh, yeah. I was
on a
there
Sunday.
I was there, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was wondering what state you were going to come in.
I was actually pretty good. I was one of the few that actually ate.
Okay.
I ate food, too.
Yeah.
I'm still buzzed.
No, actually, I did pretty well. Nice. Time to start drinking again.
Yeah, there you go. Why not, right?
Yeah.
Today's show is being brought to you by Northern Brewer. And you can go to northernbrewer.com to check it out. You can also click on the link right on our main page. And I'll tell you why it's being brought to you by Northern Brewer. It's because they've donated a kegging system for us to give away.
Yay.
If you listened in the month of December, you know all about that. We're going to qualify. Here's what I think we're doing, John. I'm going to tell you about it.
Oh,
I think we're going to qualify 3 people a week for the next...
how many weeks?
4 shows.
Okay.
So that's going to be... What's
Including today's show?
4 times
Including
3
today's show. What's that, 12, 13? So we're going to qualify...
Last time I checked.
We're going to qualify 13 and a half people for this... we're going to qualify 12 people. That's the deal. 3 people per week for the next 4 weeks. And then we're going to have some sort of a keg-off at the end.
Yeah.
And we're going to have 3 prizes, though. The main prize is a full kegging system courtesy of Northern Brewer. Second place is going to be a gift certificate to Northern Brewer. Whether they know it or not, I don't know. But we'll pay for the thing ourselves if we have to. But I think they've been very cool. They'll be down.
Yeah.
And third place is going to be a Brewing Network T-shirt.
There you go.
That's right. We have them, actually.
We have plenty of them.
Oh, they're finally here?
Well...
So we're taking a lot of crap in the forum for that.
The defective ones are here because we ordered them and they sent us defective ones.
What does it say? Brewing Network?
Yeah.
That works.
They'll say Doc's Salty Nuts on the back instead of Brewing Network. They sent us these shirts. The logo looks great, but it's 2 inches off center. So when you're wearing it on your back, it starts to like wrap around one side of you.
Okay.
And I called them back and they were awesome. They were very cool. Said sorry about that. I don't know if it was like Tard Day in the printing room or something.
So if I have scoliosis, it'll be okay.
Yeah, exactly. So we're going to be giving away those shirts to the Scoliosis Foundation.
Okay.
We're going to hell.
That's a good point. So the new shirts, though, should be here by Friday, which gives us plenty of time to give it away by the end of our contest.
We need models for those shirts.
We will. Danielle is going to be modeling the new shirts.
What?
And,
Doc's wife is.
Doc's wife is going to model them. We decided that.
Did you call her about that?
No, but I will.
We already talked to her.
Right. And we're thinking Jamil's wife too. John tells me that Jamil's wife is a MILF. So
yes.
We'll put a Brewing Network shirt on her too if we can, and put them all up on the website to sell shirts. If that's cool, guys. Selling.
We'll have all the significant others.
Exactly. It's just wrong.
What's going on in that chat?
But it's cheap. It's cheap work is what it is.
Yeah, it is.
It's cheap advertising, too.
Yeah.
So that's what we're going to do. All right. So today, here's the 3 ways that we're going to qualify listeners. All right. One of you is going to call in, and I'll tell you when. It's not now. It's going to be caller number 9 is going to be the first one to qualify.
Number 9.
All right?
Number 9.
That's one of the ways we're going to do it. That's for a caller. The chat room is also going to get a qualifier. We're going to do a trivia question. Daniela, somewhere in the second hour of the show, is going to type a trivia question into the chat room. And the first person to answer it correctly, of course, is going to be qualified. And then the third one, and this one's my favorite. This is going to be fun. And it's not till much later in the show because I need you to have a couple beers before you do this one. We're going to take another caller. It's going to be the first caller to call in after I announce it. And you're going to have to sing the homebrew song to us. At least the chorus, you know? You guys know the homebrew song. You've been listening to the show. You know
Maybe
it.
you can play it at the break.
I'll sing.
Yeah.
Play at the break.
I could play it at the break, but I think they know
You
it.
should play at the break.
These guys know
Well,
it.
we're going to give everybody a little bit of a chance. It
Yeah?
might be more fun that way if they're going to try.
It's kind of a long song, though.
I'll
give them a snippet.
Yeah,
There you
that's
go.
good.
Because it starts with the chorus. Like, that's all I want them to sing is some of the chorus. So we'll give them a snippet later in the show.
That'll work.
And if you're sober and you sing it, it's not going to be that much fun. So one of the qualifications is...
Or if you know it and you sing it, it won't be that much fun.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, the more you make up the words as you go, the better. I might qualify you twice. Why not? So those are the 3 ways that we're going to qualify one lucky listener at the end of this whole thing to win a kegging system. And then there's 2 other prizes, too. One of you is going to get a gift certificate, and the third is going to get a shirt. And that's coming, should be the first week in February, I guess. Are we doing 4 shows in January? There's only 3 in January, and then 1 in February.
Yeah, 3 in January.
And then the second week in February is when we're giving it away.
The last week in January, that got canceled.
What?
Yeah. So I'm
Not the
looking-
show, the speak.
The show.
What do you mean?
The show did. Not
The network's not carrying us anymore?
No. We're still live, but our guest will not be here.
Okay.
So
Okay, no
working
guess.
on it.
You got time for another one?
No problem.
Yeah, I got
else?
time.
We could fit somebody else in there. So that's the deal. I will
Well,
keep
they're
you
back.
up to date on the contest sponsored by Northern Brewer. All right?
Is there, do they have what kegging system it is? So maybe they can go on their site and take a look at it?
Yeah, you could look. It's just it's that corny keg deal. You get a 5-gallon
Basic.
corny keg. It's a basic brewing system. You get the CO2 tank, all the tubes and hoses that you need. The only thing you need at home is the kegerator. You're
I
gonna
was
have
just
to
thinking if
convert a
they could,
kegerator.
go to the Northern Brewer website, look at the one in Drool a little bit.
Absolutely. Do it. Go to northernbrewer.com.
Yeah.
Or just click on the link on our main page, and you can look up their kegging system. It's their basic kegging system.
Homebrew draft system.
And you'll see. That's what we're giving away.
Would they let you upgrade?
I don't know.
Well, I mean, you win the basic one, you give them a call and say,
You're a greedy man.
It's
Doc.
probably,
No, I'm just-
probably possible, Doc.
No, it's
Like for a little extra?
yeah, you get the basic conical or something and you want something extra on it. They usually let you.
It sure would be
upgrade.
sweet to win a conical, wouldn't it?
That would be nice.
One day, maybe.
I wonder if the Brewing Network's ever going to give away a conical.
Oh, maybe one day.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see.
Give away yours.
Yeah. What are you going to get? Mine's a bucket.
You ain't taking mine. We'll give away yours, Doc. You got 2.
I got 3.
Oh, sorry.
It's got a nice one.
Oh, yeah, you haven't seen the new one.
Your new conical?
Yeah.
Don't
It's,
even tell us.
Yeah, it's a 24-gallon, 3-cooler,
Got 3 external coolers.
3 external coolers on it. It's a prototype. I made them do it for me.
Yeah.
Beer excessive.
Well, I wanted to be able to do lagers in the winter or in the summertime and be able to pull a lot off ambient.
See, here's the thing that Doc's got going for him. Here's the commodity that Doc has.
Brew house.
He's a dentist. He's a tooth fixing guy, and everybody needs a good dentist, right? So you can trade dental work for anything.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if you could lease a car in exchange for dental work.
Yeah.
So Doc can go into these places and be like, "Hey, I'm wondering if you could make this prototype for me. And by the way, I can see a cavity in your mouth right now. I can fix that for you." You know, like he's got this. That's good trade value. You had to spend a good 8 years in school to do it, but
More than that. But
He
yeah.
fixed a root canal for me for nothing. It's part of the beer program, I guess.
Spreading.
is he any good?
Yeah, I was fearful. He's like, oh, you don't need no Novocaine. You're good. I'm like, oh, God.
I told Doc I might switch over to him just because I could probably get extra nitrous when I'm on the chair.
Hey, it's within the realm.
Yes, you're a doctor.
You're a doctor.
You're allowed to do that.
Make me feel better.
As long as I'm not on it at the same time, we're all good.
I don't mind. I won't know the difference. I'll be laughing either way.
Oh my God!
You've got mail.
All right, let's get to some of the feedback we got. Only a couple things because it's still the beginning of the year. But one of them's really good. It might be the most well-put praise we've ever gotten for the show. It's right up your alley, John. You're going to like this.
Okay.
Ready?
I'm ready.
And it's and while I do this, right before I do it, I'm going to give a shout out to our podcasters because it's from one of our new podcasters. People who may have never even seen the website before or listened live are now getting our podcast and tuning in, and this is one of those listeners who found us that way. He says, I am the new proud owner of an iPod, and I found your podcast and just wanted to drop a line and say, holy crap, you guys are so freaking awesome, it rocks my face off.
Awesome.
That's what I didn't write this thing. I love your show, and every time I listen, I'm so sad to hear it ending. You guys just bring the perfect mix of brewing information and fun, entertaining radio. My hat's off to you guys. Keep up the good work. Can't tell you how much I appreciate it and how much it helps me get through my work day. That's from Jeff in Houston, Texas.
Right on.
Thank you to Jeff, and we're glad that you're liking it. I'll tell you about this. You know we have problems with the balance of information and entertainment because you got half the people complaining like that we don't say anything about beer, and the other half saying that we're not, we don't do enough funny stuff. Like, for example, we don't make fun of John enough.
I think you do that enough, Jay.
So we're working on that balance, and I'm glad to hear that somebody out there appreciates it.
I think it's great that a guy from Texas likes us that much. that's our crowd.
San Francisco hippie sissies over here. My phone's ringing in the background. The guy who tells them when to turn their phones off forgot to turn my cell phone off.
It's okay.
Let it ring, right? I got an email from my jackass brother in our feedback forum. Apparently, because I don't return his calls, he felt the need to go to our...
It's the only way he can get a hold of you.
Because he knows I read all the Brewing Network email. He had a suggestion, though, so that's why I'm reading his mail here. He says, food and beer are a natural combination. You need to have more input and information about food. A good idea might be to have a food professional to talk about cooking with beer, what to eat with beer, the history of beer as food, etc. And it doesn't have to be a main focus or even a weekly part of the show, maybe just a bi-weekly or monthly thing. This person could answer listener questions and contribute to the overall intellectuality of the show. I doubt that.
We can't top that.
Also, it might be good to devote an entire show to the concept of sustainable agriculture and organic growing and brewing. Not only would this be good for the planet, but you might be surprised how many of your listeners consider this ideology important. And then blah, blah, blah. He goes on to say a bunch of other crap that who cares about. But he does bring up a good point.
Very good point.
Even though he's referring to himself as that food professional. But he is a food professional, and I might talk to him. He sounds a lot like me, and I'm thinking that might be a little off-putting to people having to hear more of me on it.
I don't know if I can handle two Crossleys.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But I like what he has to say. He's a smart guy.
Double barrel cross.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. I mean, he got the dumb side of our genes, but he's smart anyway. He's all right.
Ooh, touche.
Yeah. So anyway, the point of this whole thing is that I might actually, I've been wanting to do a food thing along with our network too. So I'm going to be working on a segment, not only of the show, but of the webpage that'll we'll talk about cooking with beer and pairing with beer. JP, who's doing our Friday show with us, knows a lot about cooking with beer too.
Yeah, he'd be ideal.
He's good. Mm-hmm. He's a good cook. I've eaten some of his beer food before and it wasn't bad.
He's big on meat.
All right, one last one here. Just found your show. Thanks for putting it out there. I would like to make the recommendation that you invest some time into learning website design.
Yeah, come on, get it together, Jay.
Good design is a hard thing, and I don't mean to offend. Please don't lampoon me on your show. However, I find your site painful to look at and very difficult to read. Specifically, the homepage.
That was the old one.
That was the old one. This came through late December after our last show.
Look where we've come from. We started out with just crap, and we kept waiting and waiting for the guy to put it together. And finally, you just said, "Screw this! I'm doing it myself."
Yeah.
And you did it yourself, and I thought it was pretty decent.
Yeah, it looks
for
great.
you. It was pretty good.
And the new one looks even better. So.
I don't know. I wouldn't know. Every time I go there, it hasn't been there.
I appreciate the praise, but I'm with the other guy. I think the old site was so awful and horrible that it became painful for me to look at too.
You forget about the first one.
I'm gonna forget about it now that the new one's up.
No, the first one was one page.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
First one.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. We forget about that one.
Yeah,
yeah, that's true.
So we're moving up.
Well, the new site's up now, and you can all enjoy it, and we'll keep modifying it too. So hopefully that guy will be happy. I'll send him an email, tell him to take a look, right?
Right.
All right, that's all the feedback I had for you guys.
No hate mail?
No hate mail.
What?
They took
They leave
were
all
off 3 weeks.
They put all the hate in the forum. I could weed through the forum and read those, but everyone can go find that. It's in our forum. If you're just tuning in, by the way, we're with Aaron Dorsey from Beach Chalet in San Francisco. He's going to be hanging out with us the whole show, talking about their beers and about the UC Davis beer program. Also, you can join us in the chat room by clicking Chat Now on the main page. It's on the left side navigation. It's also on the top navigation. Just click any button that says Chat. It'll get you there. And you can join Danielle in the chat room. How's it going in there right now?
Too many.
A lot of people. Good. I like that.
Yeah, me too.
How they feel about winning a keg system?
They're feeling awesome about it.
Yeah?
They were wondering from the beginning on how they could qualify.
Yeah, that's
It's pretty cool. Can I play?
No, you can't.
Why?
We already have a kegging system.
Oh.
Which actually brings me to this point. I've thought about
That's
this.
a good point.
We're not entirely positive how we're going to give away the keg system in the end, but I did have this thought today that I kind of want it to go to the guy who needs it the most.
Yeah.
Like I want him to be poor, preferably living in a trailer. Like bottles outside underneath the awning of his trailer and his, like all of these things. I want a big sad story. I'm thinking that I might give the thing away to the guy with the saddest story.
Maybe they can qualify for that in the weeks to come.
Just a
the sad story qualifier.
All right, maybe I'll do that instead of the full giveaway. I'll do the sad story qualifier.
Photo qualified.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Actually, Danielle and I were brainstorming some of those things too. We are going to have some photo qualifiers in recent shows, and I'll announce that. One of the new features I'm going to add to the show is I want to have a drunk of the week. Because, yeah, we get these calls sometimes by the end of the show, our listeners just calling to say how things going, and they're hammered.
Yeah, they are.
Well, I want to have a drunk of the week to encourage this sort of behavior, and I might, we're going to do that each week. I might actually qualify one of our drunks of the week to win this keg thing too.
So Doc's not included.
Doc's not allowed to be our drunk of the week.
I don't come here to get hammered.
It just happens.
It's just a plus.
All right. So I might be doing that in the future too. I will also say this about trying to qualify for the keg thing. If you already got a keg system and you're just looking for like an extra corny or something, be cool. Don't do it. Don't register. There's some people out there who are slaving away over their bottles and really need a keg system. So I'm going to make you guys follow the homebrewers code, which I'm probably going to invent right now or something. But the homebrewers code, as I see it, is that register with honor. If you don't have a keg of any sort, you get to register. If you have 10 beers on tap already, don't try to be one of the lucky 12.
How about if they've got that friend that just won't break down and buy a kegging system or can't buy the kegging system and he's making you bottle with him?
No.
No?
Then you gotta make your friend tune in and qualify himself.
That was my second thing. I'll make your friend tune in.
I'm happy with you calling up your friend and getting him to listen and register to win if he doesn't have a kegging system. But if you already have one, leave it to the rest of them.
Right.
All right?
The needy.
Yeah. All right.
I need the kegging system.
Let's do a little bit of news because we got to keep things moving. We got a lot going on today. I'll tell you that. A few surprises up our sleeves later on. I'm not even going to tell you. Oh, because then they wouldn't be surprises, would they?
No.
Okay. A Missouri lawmaker is seeking to ban cold beer sales. It's in the news today. A state senator who wants to force Missouri stores to sell warm beer. Under a bill by Senator Bill Alter, grocery and convenience stores would risk losing their liquor license if they sold beer colder than 60 degrees. The intent is to cut down on drunken driving by making it less tempting to pop open a beer after leaving the store. The only reason why beer would need to be sold cold is so that it can be consumed right away, Alter, who has been a police officer for more than 20 years, said Thursday.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm gonna, before I even finish this story.
Idiot.
Yeah, let's call this guy some names,
Yeah.
huh?
God.
What a jerk off.
Yeah.
Like,
slavery, man.
No, the only reason it needs to be kept cold is so it's kept good.
yeah. Well, not only that, listen, sometimes you're not gonna drink it on the ride home, but when you get home you'd like a cold beer. You don't want to have to stick it in the freezer for 20 minutes to get cold.
And forget about the other two you put in there and now you got frozen solid beer.
I do at least twice a week, by the way.
It's happened.
Does he know it's easier to drink more when it's warm?
I don't think he knows much of anything. And this guy is an example of lawmakers and politicians that I kind of talk about here all the time when I do their news stories that I think are the evil of all the world. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'd rather be dealing with, I don't know, hate groups than these people. Because at least hate groups, like, it's obvious what they are. It's obvious what they stand for and that they're retarded. But these people go under the guise of being smart. He's a senator. He's an elected official.
He's got the solution.
Yeah. He's got the solution to kids drunk driving. Sell warm beer. Are you kidding me? I drank so much warm beer when I was a kid and wanting to do that sort of thing. I didn't care.
Well, it all tastes bad when you're a kid.
Yeah.
So warm, cold, doesn't matter.
Warm, whatever. I'm drinking it, right?
Plus, it ruins the beer.
Oh, of course.
Now
I'm sure the people that are making the beer, right, Aaron, are just going to
fight against this sort of thing.
Oh, no.
No, you don't care either.
Well, yeah.
I don't.
It's going to start to make more sense here. Check this out. He said that the idea came from a 5th grade student in Jefferson County who was participating in a program to teach elementary students about state government. He sought their suggestions for new laws and chose the cold beer ban from a list of the top ideas. He says, I thought it had the best chance of getting legislative action. Plus, I think it's a good idea whether or not other people think it's a good idea. So, the guy's getting
Well, we don't. How's that?
Well, yeah, exactly. First of all, he's an elected official, so he sort of has to care what other people think is a good idea. Second of all, he's getting his policy from a 5th grader.
Yeah.
What's wrong with this picture? Come on.
I hope he doesn't join our forum.
I hope he does.
That'd be good.
Yeah, I'm sure that 5th grade lobbyist is really pushing him.
I'll tell you this, I looked for his phone number because I wanted to call him up during the show, but I don't know why it's unlisted. It's weird. It's people like me want to call him.
Oh my God.
Yeah, at home on Sunday.
Some lawmakers and lobbyists, however, are lukewarm about the idea. Ron Leone, executive president of the Missouri Petroleum Marketers and Convenience Store Association, said the combination of Missouri's drinking and driving laws and designated driver programs already have curbed the number of people who drink and drive. It would be an inconvenience for law-abiding citizens who want to purchase cold beer for picnics, parties, and social gatherings, he said. People who want to drive drunk will drive drunk anyway. Mm-hmm. See, the guy who owns the convenience store is apparently friggin' Einstein, but the senator can't figure that part out.
Well, he's looking for a solution, Justin. I mean,
yeah, the simple
fix
solution.
The problem, you know.
I think I should be president.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
World War III.
It would be like a beer dictatorship is what it would be.
I'd vote for you.
Beer brewing would become part of our nation's educational system, though, I'll tell you that.
There'd be an anthem for it.
That's right. None of this home economics class.
I pledge allegiance to the beer.
Yeah. All right. Got an article about how the beer industry was on the rise. Let me read that last, though, because I like this stuff. This stuff's more fun. Policewoman was hit by a keg in a riot. This happened in New Zealand. A Tauranga policewoman was in a serious condition of intensive care last night after suffering multiple fractures in a weekend attack by drunken, brawling partygoers. The policeman was struck by what police called a heavy metal object, which some partygoers believe was a beer keg, and had to be carried away unconscious and bleeding. That's not the funny part. She was one of the 5 police officers injured when revelers at a double 21st birthday party at the Tauranga suburb of Welcome Bay attacked police who had been called in to break up a fight at about 12:20 a.m. yesterday. The other 4 officers' injuries were ranging from suspected fractured ribs and bites to cuts and grazes. Man, those New Zealanders know how to party, huh? Yeah. They're throwing kegs at these people.
That's only the 5th graders.
Yeah, right? They bit a police officer.
Because they couldn't get cold beer.
The policewoman's, unfortunately, skull, nose, and shoulder were fractured when she was hit on the head by a partygoer wielding a heavy metal object, Detective Senior Sergeant Greg Turner said. She had regained consciousness last night and was in a serious but stable condition in intensive care at Tauranga Hospital. I'm encouraged by the progress she's making, but will be a long, slow road to recovery, he said. Officers had been subjected to a prolonged attack with metal objects, bottles, and pint glasses. How many people, I'm wondering, were at this thing, you know? All available police in the area, which is about 35 officers, were called. But even with those numbers, it took 30 minutes to control the crowd. Some witnesses have accused police of making the situation worse with heavy-handed use of batons, dogs, and pepper spray. Man, that was a fiesta, huh, guys? They got German shepherds running through there. Oh, boy.
But they didn't overdo it.
Not at all.
Neighbor Daryl Harlan said the party had been fine until people from the outside area arrived. Isn't that always how it goes? It's the uninvited guests.
Oh, yeah.
Partygoer Manaka Kohatea, 17, said people were amped up after a fight broke up and got worse when police arrived. The policewoman was hit by a big man wielding something metallic that looked like a beer keg.
Full or empty?
Oh, no.
Look at that, a cake toss going on.
Yeah.
Could have been the Stanley Cup trophy, too.
There you could have been.
You never know.
That person also said he thought the police were too aggressive, though. They were smashing people for no reason. If we would not go away, they would grab those black batons and smack you in the legs or chest.
See, that's the guy with the keg was just defending himself.
That's right, man. I'd wield a keg, too, if I was getting hit with a baton. And I was completely drunk.
Officer, may I suggest using your nightstick?
Yeah.
What do you got there?
A little note from the chat room. Comment on some of the issues from the forum. That's cool, because my last news story isn't that great anyway, so I'll ditch that and comment on some of the things
I'm
going
glad
on
you
in
can
the
just
forum.
shoot from the hip like that.
Yeah, why not, right? Did we get the package from Wichita Brewer? I'm not sure. I'd have to look at the... I think, yeah. Yeah, we did. I got the package from Wichita Brewer. That was one of the questions.
Oh, thanks to Gucci for the hat. I'll wear it with pride.
Hey, what was your hat? Let me see it.
It says the game.
Oh, nice.
What does he on the back, Doc?
It says the game, life, a way to make money, also used to describe an underground industry, hustling and pimping.
Doc's always hustling and pimping. You can be sure.
And Gucci sent me a Old English hat.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's a mesh hat with a 40 logo on it.
Yep.
You gotta love it. He sent me one that's, the logo, I'm telling you, I'm not joking about it. It's my favorite hat now. I wear it all the time. The logo says, Salty's Nut Sack. There's a little peanut guy on it and says, grab a sack today. I actually even wear it to work at the radio station. I'm waiting for my manager to come in and be like, that might not be appropriate.
Yeah, because people on radio might see that.
Yeah. Well, because FM, they're all about the censorship, too. They might be uptight about that sort of thing.
Yeah, because your listeners, again, might see it.
Might see that. Right. All right, issues in the chat room. What am I supposed to address here? Partly the Hopstopper comments. Some people had posted some things about the Hopstopper not working so well. I'm not gonna refute or speak for the Hopstopper because I haven't used mine yet. I haven't converted my keg. I will say this: the guy from Hopstopper did tell me about that he was getting some comments about how to use it and properly install the thing with the issues the guy was having. And he instantly responded to the guy via email, told him how to fix the problem, and the guy was going to go off and fix those things and then report back how it worked out. So whether or not there are serious issues with the Hopstopper, not sure. It looked pretty good to me, but I do know that their support seems to be awesome because the guy instantly responded to get back about how to fix things. If you've ordered a Hopstopper yourself, post a review for us. We're happy to put it up on the forum. We'll talk about it. And I'm going to do the same as soon as I use mine. I got to talk to your boy over at More Beer there, John, to convert my keg for me.
James?
Whatever happened to that guy during our last show of the year? He never showed up.
Oh, James. Yeah. I never questioned him on that.
Airplane came in late. Weather and stuff was bad. And
screw that. I mean, that's okay.
It's okay.
I want him to convert my keg.
Focus, Justin. Focus.
Justin.
Use the Buddha.
Put your keg in his car tonight.
Yeah.
And I will take care of it.
Otherwise, we're going to be talking about this next week, and you still won't have a keg.
He's going to get all angry.
It gives me something to complain about.
Yeah.
I think it's entertaining, though.
Other issues in the forum, people are starting to compare our show to other beer radio shows.
I've noticed this, yes.
I don't mind that. Go ahead, compare away. I will tell you this, I've contacted almost all of the beer radio shows out there that are worth contacting to broadcast their shows on the Brewing Network. They don't want anything to do with us. I think I said this in the last, we're like the black sheep of the thing.
That's okay.
We'll ask him again.
It's mostly because everybody's they're all trying to sell advertising and do their thing, and they love doing it so much. Let's face it, it's a lot of fun doing a little beer radio, that they're
their own island.
They're holding on real tight. Yeah. You know what I mean? Instead of kind of branching out and letting it be what it is, they're holding on real tight because they don't want to mess up any opportunities, which is fine. Hey, go for it, and good luck to you. But, I'm not against any of those shows. Yeah. And I like the comparisons. It's good to know that one show's different than the other.
We'll do our own thing.
Well,
ours is definitely different.
Well, that's what I have noticed on a lot of the forum comments is they're different.
Yeah.
It's apples and oranges. They're talking about beer, but in
like
a whole different way.
Yeah. It's like watching, say, MTV or the country music channel.
To put, what's the point of arguing? You can't listen to two? Or 3?
Yeah, listen to both. Whatever. I don't care.
There's plenty of driving going on. So.
Yeah. We gotta take a break.
Oh, okay.
Take a quick break. We're here with Aaron Dorsey from Beach Chalet Brewing Company in San Francisco, and we're going to talk all about his education at UC Davis, which is really interesting because it's one of the best brew programs in the country, right? Yeah. So having somebody alumni.
Yeah, it's the only accredited university in North America that has a brewing program.
Oh, that's right, because it's part of the University of California system too. The other one is a tech institute, which isn't a fully accredited university, right?
Yes.
Siebel.
Right?
Yeah.
Chicago, yeah.
And how do you, let's just real quick, how do you feel about going there? Did you waste your money, or was it well worth it?
No, I thought it was fully worth it. Dr. Michael Lewis is the main instructor there, so it was great having him under his guidance, just learning about brewing technology and...
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And you were drunk half the time, or no?
No, not during, but definitely after classes.
Definitely after classes.
It was a long day of learning about brewing, so...
Hungover at all? Or?
Of course, every day.
How many people are we talking about in that, program when you were there?
There's 3 programs, so...
Okay. So like your average classroom size, how many?
About 30. The year that I went in 2000 was, there were only 12 students in the Master Brewers program, though.
Gotcha.
But yeah, on average, they have about 30 students every year.
That's nothing. My classes have like 70 or 80 at least. That's pretty good, 30. You get a little hands-on there.
Oh, yeah.
All right, we're going to talk about that right when we come back. It's the Brewing Network. Thanks for tuning in. We're going to qualify a listener, I think, at the 6 o'clock hour. I think we're going to do the phone call one then. So stay tuned for that to win a full kegging system from Northern Brewer. We'll be right back. It's the Brewing Network.
And now back to the Brewcasters. The Brewcasters. On the Brewing Network.
That is a mean intro.
Like that.
Uh-huh.
It is the Brewing Network. We're here with Aaron Dorsey from Beach Chalet. The show is being brought to you by Northern Brewer at northernbrewer.com. And I forgot to give a very special thanks at the beginning of the show to Chris Love over at brewmonkey.com. That's brew-monkey.com. I designed the new website and created this, rat's nest of internet code, because I know nothing about that sort of thing. And, it looked good to me. But the other side of it was terrible, and Chris revamped all that code for me to make it basically run properly for you guys at home, so that it would...
He's in the chat room, by the way, tonight.
Oh, cool. Mm-hmm. Well, Chris at Brew Monkey is my favorite person on the planet at this moment. Him and his wife both, Mara, they worked really hard with me last night, spent hours on this thing, just making sure that I didn't put any bugs in there and that everything was lined up right so that we could launch it today for you guys. So that's brewmonkey.com, brew-monkey.com.
Saved your butt one more time.
It's a great website too. He's got a lot of articles in there. He interviews brewers all the time. He's got one from Matt Brindleson, Firestone.
Well, he's got links to all the information you need.
Yeah.
Competitions, upcoming dates, everything you really need. So
that's right. And our news feed that's now on our front page comes from Chris over at Brew Monkey also. If you click on any of those news items, you'll be brought to the news item on his page. So he's really involved in getting good information out there. And in general, just a damn good guy.
And he does it because he's passionate about it. He doesn't want anything from it. He loves beer.
Yeah.
brew-monkey.com.
That's right. So check it out. There you go.
Cheers, Chris.
And
Thanks,
also
man.
at 6 o'clock-ish, right after we do our tasting, which is Foster's, by the way. Sorry about that, guys.
$2.50 at the liquor store.
That's right, for the oil can.
Did we get both kinds?
No, we just got the oil can.
Okay.
I bought a cigar, too, with it.
Did you? All for $2.50?
I'll buy $2.75.
$3.89.
Was it a Philly blunt?
It was a Wisher Sweets strawberry.
Same difference. So right after we do that tasting, we'll be qualifying our first listener to win the kegging system from Northern Brewer. How about that?
Sounds good.
All right, Aaron, happy to have you in the studio with us.
Great to be here.
We started to talk a little bit about the UC Davis program, which is in Davis, California here. Did you go to UC Davis specifically for that program, or are you one of these guys like the rest of us who started going to college and couldn't figure out what you're going to do and found that?
Well, the program at Davis is part of the extension school at Davis. That's not where I did my undergraduate work.
Okay.
But I specifically moved to Davis to go through the brewing program, which was about 5.5 weeks.
Okay. Gotcha. 5.5 weeks of intensive stuff. I'm sure that's
Absolutely,
a lot of,
yes.
that's cramming it
Make
in
your
there.
brain hurt.
Yeah, the classes, Monday through Thursday for brewing, technology, and then Fridays, we studied engineering.
Okay.
And yeah, about 9 to 4 every day.
All right. Well, let me tell you guys outside of California just about the UC, the University of California system in general. As far as affordable colleges go, California's kind of got the market cornered on that thing. They do a great job of making college affordable. I mean, not that it's cheap, that's not my point. But, for example, a $40,000 education elsewhere in the UC system and the CSU system here costs about half that. Mm-hmm. So that they offer a brew program, I'm sure is a big help. I don't know how much it costs to go to Siebel, but I'm sure that since it is actually a UC affiliated program, it's probably under the same things as the rest of the tuition. Am I right?
Yeah, for the 5.5 month program, it was $10,000 in 2000 when I went. I understand it's a little bit more now.
Gotcha. But that's, that's really not bad at all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 5.5 months Master Brewers program. That was.
Yeah, it's
pretty intense.
Yeah,
that's intense.
Did you do the whole Cal grant and all the California loans and stuff to get through that?
I got one loan from Citibank, a city loan.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
just to do it.
$10,000, and I just finished paying it off back in November.
Gotcha. Nice work.
2
That's
years
quick.
after the fact. Wow.
I've been paying mine off for years. Doc, you're still paying yours off.
I finished mine.
Did you?
Thanks to my wife.
Okay.
She made sure that all got done. Otherwise, I would have been a schlep, still making minimums.
Driving a Volkswagen.
No, I would have been like sleeping in my Ferrari with nothing else. Nothing else.
What a dick.
Only Doc.
Well, I just wanted to say that real quick because if you're thinking about going to a brew program, California's good just for affordability. Mm-hmm. Before we even talk about how the program was. So, what was the specific program that you went through there? Because John's telling me there's 3.
Well, they have the professional brewer certified program, which it's a 6-week program.
Okay.
And those students sit in the first 6 weeks of the Master Brewers program, and they get a crash course of everything from malting to packaging.
Gotcha.
And then after the 6 weeks is up, go back to the beginning for the Master Brewers program and go through everything that we covered in more detail.
Okay. And that's like serious brew science we're talking
about? Oh,
here?
yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The prerequisites to get into the program involve a lot of science courses like biology, chemistry, physics, and they even prefer some engineering, but a lot of people don't have that. So people will prepare years in advance for this program, go through a community college just to take those science courses to fulfill those requirements.
Right. See, those prerequisites killed me too, those lab things and the math course you got to take for prereqs. God, that's painful.
What type of requirements are required to get into the program? As far as like lower GE?
Yeah, just your basic science courses in all those fields.
Gotta have a lab.
But I have a degree in chemistry, so I already had qualified for all those, so it was pretty easy for me to get into the program.
Yeah.
My thing is that anybody with anything close to a degree in chemistry is a smart man, because he's
a thinker.
Yeah. I mean, Doc's the exception of this rule.
Yeah. Hey.
No, what's my exception?
That you're not so smart.
I have a degree, but I'm not so smart.
Yeah. No, not at all. That just that chemistry business is here's what it is.
That was fun.
It's a foreign language.
Yeah, but it was fun.
It's rough, man.
I hated it in high school, but I got into college, and oh wow, I love this stuff.
Yeah,
I just love it.
And you too, Aaron, that was your thing. That
I loved it. Yeah, it was hard as hell, but I still love doing it.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Do you still use it?
I guess just the math part.
In the brewery every day. I use
every day.
Yeah. I know you don't.
I'd ask.
Only if you call it tasting chemistry. You're like, I'm glad I went to chemistry class for that. That's good beer.
When your kid asks you, what's that made of? Then you start explaining it to him, and your wife says, hey, smacks you on the head, say, dumb it down.
Yeah. He stopped listening to you, Doc.
That's already knows.
See, she should be on the show, because she's like me. Dumb it down, Doc. It's the same thing. Oh, man. So, all right, so you're using this stuff all the time then in the brewery. I'm wondering, do you own Beach Chalet? Or
no.
You don't? What I'm curious about is a program like this, either Siebel, but we can talk about Davis because that's yours. Is that a serious helper to getting you a job in the brewing industry? Do people look at that and say, okay, I know he can do it, or do you have to have something extraordinary anyway.
Well, absolutely. That's why I went through the program, because I was trying to get a job in a brewery before that, and I didn't have any experience. And
gotcha.
It's like, how do I get a job if I don't have any experience? So I just tried to get the educational background, and that helped me.
So what are the ways to get a job in a brewery? Apprenticeship, and then one of these programs, and knowing somebody.
Yeah, pretty much that's it.
Were you home brewing, and that's what made you decide you wanted to get into brewing?
Yeah, actually, I was home brewing for a while. I started doing home brewing in 94.
Okay.
My junior year in college. I just did all extract brewing initially, and then after I graduated, I eventually landed a job at Glen Ellen Winery doing wine quality control there. And
what's wine quality control? Drinking?
No, just doing all the chemical analysis on the wine, like the sulfite levels and just the alcohol.
Titrating everything.
Titration, yes. Distillation and titration. And, basically, I worked at the bottling plant for Glen Ellen, so just test it and then consult the cellar guys to tweak it. To get it to all the specifications for bottling.
So you were able to look at it and say it needs this or it needs that and go back to them and tell them exactly what to do?
Yeah, like add more sulfur dioxide levels not high enough, or add a little bit more CO2 or whatever.
And was that a team of you guys doing that, or just you?
It's an important role, by the way.
There were a group of us.
Okay.
The bottling plant ran all around the clock, so I was usually the swing shift chemist that was in there doing the testing, so I was by myself in the lab.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and then there was one of the guys that worked in the cellar. He was a all grain home brewer, and so one week he lives in Vacaville. So one weekend I just went and saw his operation, and then I just turned to all grain from there.
Gotcha. Why? I'm curious. So you're in a winery. You're already home brewing. What made you lean toward beer instead of wine brewing?
Well, I was already doing home brewing, so I just much preferred beer. I mean, I like beer more than wine anyway, so.
So do I.
Yeah. Wine's nice once in a while, but.
Wine is good. I've been drinking a lot more wine lately, but in the end, I'm still going to hit the keg every time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Look at John. Looks like a frat boy over there. Yeah, you are.
Yeah. You come home again.
Are you a home winemaker at all? Or?
No, never made wine at home.
Oh, okay.
Do you still homebrew now?
Nope. I haven't done it probably for about 4 years.
Okay.
That's like the mailman taking a walk on his day off.
Yeah. That's true.
Funny, Doug.
I listen to the radio on my day off.
Yeah.
Is that the same thing?
Well, look at you.
Yeah. What's wrong with me? That's true.
But we're talking about you.
It's all a good point. How long you been at Beach Chalet then now?
A little over 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many beers, different styles you got on tap over there?
Any one time we have anywhere from 7 to 10 beers. We have let's see, about 9 on right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a lot of brewing. How many gallon system you guys doing at a time?
Got
Barrels,
15 barrel.
15 barrel?
Yeah, got 4 fermenters, 7 serving tanks, and then the rest are just kegs. So I brew smaller batches, like maybe 10 and a half barrel batches, and just keg it off in the fermenter so we can have the extra beers on tap.
Okay.
How often do you brew?
Twice a week. I mean, yeah, so twice a week, 4 fermenters, about 2 week turnaround, so.
All right. What kind of leeway do they give you on beers? They give you a list of beers. They say, here, you got to make these 8 and you can make 2.
Well, yeah, we have our standard beers. There's some that we have all year round, and there are a few of the standards that we just kind of rotate, like our pale ale that I got 2 in rotation there. But like some more of our popular beers, we keep that on all year, and then a few of the taps I get to kind of experiment and do specialty brews.
That makes it fun for you. When you can have a tap for you. And
it's like being a home brewer again. I get to experiment.
Yeah, and that would keep you at the job and not just be a worker bee.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you're there, 5 days a week?
Yeah.
And you're brewing 2 of the days? What do you spend your time doing the rest of the time?
Drinking. No.
Yeah. You know that was the answer I was looking for, right?
Yes, of course.
Because I was signing up for UC Davis online as soon as you would have answered that.
Now he's sweeping up.
No, I do transfers twice a week, and usually when I do transfer, brewing the next day. So most Monday, Wednesdays do transfers, Tuesday, Thursdays brew, and then Friday is kind of the free day to bottle or clean kegs or just clean whatever around the brew house. And
get ready for the next brew kind of thing.
Yep.
And you live out in San Francisco too?
I do.
Because I'm thinking...
You're moving?
No. What I'm thinking is the average brew position doesn't pay a ton of money, but it costs a ton of money to live in San Francisco.
Absolutely.
So I'm wondering what you got going on there. A deal on the house or a deal at the brewery?
Sleeping at the
a little both.
They do all right for you?
Yeah.
Okay. Was there a brewmaster before you, or did you open the place?
No. I've the place has been open. The end of '96 it opened, or actually New Year's Eve, so 97 basically it's been open.
Okay.
But yeah, I've only been there the last 2 years or so.
What happened to the other guy?
They don't know.
Yes, they don't know.
Swept away at sea.
Yeah.
Well, actually, Morgan used to work at just before me.
Did he really?
Yeah.
I thought Morgan said he'd never worked at a place before.
No, he did. He did a short stint.
Very, very
Like
short.
2 months or something.
Yeah.
He didn't fit in, did he?
Not at all.
Yeah, it was kind of a mutual agreement that it was going to fit.
Trying to picture Morgan out on the coast there in the city.
He's got enough water where he lives.
North Beach, basically, or it's even farther
Ocean
down?
Beach.
Where?
It's Ocean Beach.
Ocean Beach, yes.
Oh, right.
It's,
Okay.
all in the ocean.
It's out on the
It's
Pacific.
right there.
Yeah.
Nice beach. A lot of signs that say "Don't swim."
I think I've been there once, actually. I think I was on a date or something with somebody else. I think I've been there once.
And his name was?
It's too. Yeah. You guys have like a museum underneath you or something?
Yes, we do. Yeah,
or an art gallery.
The info center, for the park.
And then you're upstairs.
Right.
And it's all windows, and you can see the ocean, the whole bit.
Yeah, and in fact, April of last year, the Park Chalet opened. It's a garden restaurant that's was constructed out back. It's kind of an expansion on the beach chalet, but we consider it a separate restaurant. But it's like kind of like a greenhouse. It's all glass enclosure, even glass roof, and all the doors around the sides are retractable. So on nice days we can open it up. There's a nice lawn area.
That's great.
During the summer, just relax,
very nice,
enjoy beer and eat. And
enjoy the ocean.
Be merry.
Can you go in shorts and sandals and whatnot, or you got is a little dress code?
Yeah, we don't. Don't really enforce that. I guess.
You've never seen the front of the restaurant, have you? You're always in the you're always they don't let you out of the back.
It goes in the back, comes out the
they
back.
chain me up.
Yeah. Little dress code though. You got to kind of clean up.
Well, you got to have a shirt and shoes.
Yeah. It's just.
And you'd have to have somebody with you.
Yeah, I'd have to know somebody at the place. That's probably true. How many of the beers that you're brewing now are the beers that you brewed when you started there? For example, are they new ones for you that you brought?
A few of them, a few of the standard beers that have always been on, just kind of tweaked over time.
What are your standards?
Working with raw materials, so they're going to change.
Change them.
Standards, our bestsellers are IPA, Presidio IPA.
Okay.
Our lightest beer, VFW Light. That's on all year round. And like I said, we have 2 pails that rotate.
What was the pale ale I drank at the beginning here?
That's the Playland Pale. That's the one we have on. We rotate that with another one called California Kind.
Okay. It's a good name, by the way.
Yeah, you like that name, don't you? I was waiting for that one.
It's Kind, dude.
Playland.
Which was named after the amusement park that was on that site years and years ago.
Oh, nice. Okay. All right. And what's brand new that you've started doing there?
The newest beer I have is actually a beer, an English Old Ale that I brewed last year for the first time. This is the second year of brewing it. I actually brought some of last year's vintage today instead of this year's.
Oh, okay.
So I bottled some up, and so we can open that eventually and try it.
Yeah, that sounds good. Tell us about that. Can you talk about that recipe a little bit, the English Old Ale?
Sure.
Yeah,
sure.
let's...
and what it takes to brew one. And
let's talk about that stuff.
Aging, things like that.
Yeah, it's the 2 recipes are slightly different. I changed them, but they're very similar. It's just basically a strong ale. It's about 9.5% alcohol. When I did research for old ales, I found out that when old ales were originally brewed in England, their origins come from England. Their starting gravities were about 30 Plato, and they'd only ferment them down to about 10 to 12 Plato.
Okay.
So they're very heavy body beer, but still
it's thick.
Pretty high alcohol, yeah.
Okay.
But the one that I brewed, I brewed it to about with the grain, I brewed it to about 16.5, 17 Plato, and then I did what some English brewers to get beyond that sugar level. I added dextrose and some brown sugar to it to boost it up to about 19.5, 20 Plato.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's about 1080.
1080.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah.
I put it that way. That's not bad.
Not at all.
1080.
Where did it finish?
1080. Let's see, it finished about 5 or 6.
What's that, Doc?
About 1020.
20.
Yeah.
1024.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. 1080 to 1024.
7%.
I like that because it's still there's still a lot of sweetness in there. There's still a lot of body in there at 1024 then. But it's 9% at the same time.
Yeah.
Nice work.
Yeah, nice dark ale. Put a bit of chocolate malt in there. Put some biscuit. Good amount of crystal and Munich malt.
So
too.
describe the beer flavor-wise. Malty, roasty.
I warm fermented it too to produce a lot of esters. So
fruity.
It's got a lot of the fruity ester. It's like a lot of like plum and almond essence to it.
So what temp are we talking then? If you say warm ferment.
Let's see, it was about 71.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
That's like right on the verge, right? You get up above 72 and you're going to get some really fruity stuff going on in there, right?
And get other nasty stuff.
What type of yeast?
Wow.
California 001. Huh. That's the house yeast that we're using now.
I like that one.
So clean.
It's very clean and versatile. Use it for everything.
Well, it's nice you can make it do lots of things. Make it dance.
Manipulative.
Yeah. So you manipulate it pretty well.
Yeah.
We got to take a quick break.
Okay.
6 o'clock. No, it's 6. We're going to take a quick break, and we're going to come back and we're going to do our Foster's tasting, and we're going to get right back in it. So I want to keep talking about this. Maybe we can, if we get a chance, John, at one of the breaks during the show, get that recipe from Aaron. Sure. You can do a little quick conversion, and we can and put that out to
which one? IPA or?
I want to do the brown ale.
The old ale.
The old ale. Sorry, the old ale. I'd like to do that. I want to talk about how you've kind of aged it and stored it. Yeah, and that's why I think it's that's why I like it. So maybe we can talk more about that when we come back after we do our Foster's tasting and try to get a usable recipe for the homebrewers out there.
And I believe you have some here?
I do. Yes.
All right, we'll bust that out during the break too, and we'll bust out. Get your Fosters ready, because when we come back, we're doing the oil can.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk to you about those flavors. So about 35 seconds after we're done with that, we'll get right back into Aaron from Beach Chalet and talking about his beers out there. The show's being brought to you by Northern Brewer. You can win a keg system, because right after we do our Foster's tasting, I'm going to be doing our first qualifier to win a full kegging system, courtesy of Northern Brewer. It's the Brewing Network, and you're tuned in to our Sunday live show. We'll be right back.
You're listening to Three Guys.
Excuse me, what about me?
Sorry. You're listening to Three Guys and One Girl use a radio show as an excuse to drink more beer. The Brewcasters on the Brewing Network.
All right, we're back with Aaron Dorsey from Beach Chalet, San Francisco. Going to give away a kegging system in February. Going to be qualifying a user here very soon. Getting some callers in. We're going to do our Foster's tasting.
This can sucks.
I love that can. Let me tell you about that can.
Sucks pouring, man.
There's a train that goes from where I used to live in Connecticut up to New York City. I used to take that train all the time because you could drink in the city and get all drunk and then just take the train home. And on the train on the way there, the only beer that was, like worth buying because it was giant was the Foster's oil can. We used to get one in each fist and finish it between each train stop. Basically, is what we try to do. Wait. I think he might have just hung up on our caller.
Foster's.
Let's see. You there?
Hello.
Oh, we just barely got you. I almost hung up on you. Who we talking to, Doc? Oz?
No, it's Oz.
Oz, what's happening?
Oh, look, I'm just sitting back having a bit of a Foster's for lunch.
Is that right?
Yeah, nice malt sandwich.
It's Australian for beer,
Yeah, it's Australian for Budweiser.
It smells like one, too.
That's what I hear. Doc, you sent me Oz, you sent me some light reading about Foster's.
Yeah, just a little bit there.
Turns out it was brewed by some Americans that came and invaded your little island, huh?
That's it. I think was it California? Were they from California or something like that?
It's possible. It's highly possible, actually.
It's out that way anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, Yeah, well, they didn't stay long. They come over, made the beer, and then picked back off and went to America because the beer was no good.
Yeah, if they stayed there, their lives were in danger, right? All right, I haven't even tried it yet. I got it right here. Can you still hear me, Oz?
No, I can't. I can now.
Okay, there you are. All right, hang on. Let me take a drink here before I start bad-mouthing this stuff. It's been a while. John looks like he's chewing on paste over there right now.
I'm trying to figure out.
Come on, it's not that bad.
I could drink one of these. Someone hands me a silver bullet, like a Coors.
This is maltier.
I can put it down. This is maltier. I could actually, I could do one of these.
But there's not much flavor.
Yeah, still got that urine appeal to it.
Yes, it does. But here in America, if they're going to hand you a Mega Swell, it's worse than this. It really is.
Oh, absolutely. At least it has.
What's bad from Foster's is the hangover. It gives you a bad hangover.
Is that right?
Well, it's because of the size of the cans.
Yeah, that's because there's a lot of it. Yeah,
you open that can, you have to finish it.
I'm actually of the opinion that any seriously largely produced beer, a mass production beer, is going to give you a pretty bad hangover. And I think it's because of the ingredients they have to use in order to produce that much beer. They're not going to get the best stuff on the planet.
It's not organic
to produce that much stuff.
No, they do get the best stuff on the planet.
So we use a lot of
water.
The mega breweries in Australia use a lot of cane sugar.
Yeah.
We don't. I think they use a bit of rice in this, but I'm not too sure.
It tastes a little ricey.
See, that's what I'm saying. Instead of just getting all that sugar out of the malt, they're going to add a little cane sugar in there.
Well, you get a little bit more alcohol out of it.
Yeah. Get you drunk faster.
Yeah, you drink more, definitely. Oh my god.
So,
it does sit sweet on the back of my palate.
But it does taste like chalk.
Nah.
It's a little
that could be the water too, doing that to you.
It's kind of hard.
I think it's kind of clean actually, as far as a swill goes.
Any more in that can?
Doesn't get yes. Doc's ready for more.
You whore.
What would it take to catch an Australian walking down the street with a can of Foster's in his hand, Oz?
I actually had problems finding Foster's here, to be honest.
Really?
I couldn't get cans at all. We don't have the big oil can here.
Okay.
All I could get was the big 750ml bottle. That was it.
Oh, right.
So is it like the Budweiser here? Is it the Mega Swill? You can get it in every bar.
No, the Victorian Bitter, which is made by the same company, and I'm pretty much told that it comes out of the same boil kettle.
Oh, okay.
Come out of the same spigot.
That's the Bud of Australia.
Okay.
Just comes out of the same spigot too.
Do you think it's all the same company then, huh?
Yeah, I think they. Well, it's fermented a little different. Maybe they do the high gravity boils over here, the same as what Bud do. So maybe they add more water to the Fosters or something.
It's that Australian water.
They have water there?
That backcountry water.
Crocodile piece.
Are you in a city, Oz, or you're out in, I don't know where you are. Where are you?
I'm on the edge of the Brisbane sort of central area. I'm half an hour north of the city, just on the edge of the country.
Oh, yeah, I know right where that
is. Aren't you on the East Coast?
On the, East Coast. Most of the population of Australia is the East Coast.
It's not too corny, the Fosters. Doesn't have that...
No, I don't think there's any corn in there at all.
It's ricey.
I guess that's the opposite then. It's either going to be DMS-y or it's going to be ricey, right?
Yeah.
I'd rather it be ricey than corny.
Smells corny.
You think it smells corny?
Well, that's from other things. The DMS is corny, but it's got a different flavor than actual corn in there.
All the flavor is definitely at the back of my tongue. Nothing at the front. The front's water.
No, it just it goes right to the back, and it's sweet all the way across the back of the tongue.
Hey, I'd still buy one any day if I'm on that train again.
This is better than American brewers, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, that's what I was saying. It's much better than...
Yeah. Your swill's better than our swill, Oz.
Yes.
If I was out and there was a choice of 4 or 5 Australian swills, Foster's is generally the one I go towards, unless there's one of the good... Tasmania makes good beers. There's some really good breweries in Tasmania.
Such as?
But they're sometimes hard to get up.
Do they have Tasmanian Duvel?
Sorry?
That was lame, dog.
Tasmanian Duvel.
I was thinking...
You were thinking that, weren't you?
Just ignore that comment, Oz. What are some of the good breweries out of Tasmania?
Cascade Brewery's, I think, the oldest brewery in Australia now. Oldest sort of working mega brewery.
Okay.
They've just released 4 new beers. They've put out a stout and a blonde, like a wheat blonde, an amber ale, that sort of stuff. So they're moving more towards the craft brew market. They're still, I've tasted all of them. They're not really crafty brews, but they're heading that way. So
okay,
we might be in for a change.
Yeah. Is craft beer a big thing in general over there for you, Oz, or do you have to really search it out?
No, in Brisbane, I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4 microbreweries.
Okay.
2 of them aren't very good at all. There's two are very good, but 2 of them are pretty average.
Sounds like you need to get over there and tell them how to do it.
Yeah, why'd you open a pizza shop instead of a brewery?
Well, Di and I have been talking about that. That's in the plans. I just need to find about $1.5 million and we'll do that.
Ah, don't worry. Give me your bank account information.
We'll put you in the budget.
Yeah, we'll
No worries.
checks in the mail, buddy. It's with your shirts.
God.
Okay, so when I get that, the $1.5 million will be equivalent to about 50.
Yeah, you're probably right. Yes, Danielle, you don't have to raise your hand to speak.
I do, because my microphone is off.
Oh. Go ahead then.
Is it correct that Foster's for the U.S. is made in Canada, actually?
Who told you
Yeah,
that?
that's right. As far as I believe it is.
Oh, okay.
That's why you couldn't get the oil can where you are.
Right.
Yeah.
I think it tastes horrible, actually.
Foster's, it's Canadian for beer.
Yeah. What's that, Oz?
I think the stuff I sent you in that email, Justin, Foster's is brewed in 8 or 9 countries around the world.
Yeah, it's brewed all over the place.
The least productive one of all is Australia.
Is the Australian one? I've really heard that kind of all along, but it's just it kind of goes to show how powerful marketing is.
Marketing,
you know, it's just a great. That they needed a gimmick, and they found it in the Australian for beer. I mean, it's literally some of the best commercials I've ever seen. I'm telling you. I don't know if they must not show them over there, Oz, but they are hilarious.
They are hilarious.
You know,
best in the country.
I've not seen a Foster's commercial for a long time. The last one I saw had Paul Hogan in it.
See, I just told you they're great. Aaron, what were you? Does it say right on the can where it's brewed there?
Well, it says brewed and canned under the supervision of Carlton and United Breweries, Melbourne, Australia, by FBG Breweries, Toronto, Canada.
Gotcha.
There you go.
Under the supervision. You know what that means? They send an email once a month. It says, "Hey, did you get that beer done?" I did.
I did.
Good.
Hey,
supervised.
That's about it.
Hey.
Well, thanks for the call, Oz. Appreciate it.
No worries. I just wanted to have a quick word with John, if I can, while I'm on the air.
Yeah, go right ahead.
I was looking through the Zymergy the other day, looking through the homebrew of the year. What was it? I can't remember now, but one of his recipes was in there, and there was a lot of other recipes from the homebrew comp.
Yeah.
All the recipes are 5 gallon, 6 gallon, 10 gallon.
Yeah.
Mr. Show-Off John has to put in a 50-gallon recipe.
Yeah.
Coming
sort
soon.
Of bragging.
Yeah, what's up with that, John?
Something there, John, or what?
No, it's not bragging. It was a 50-gallon recipe.
You couldn't convert it to, to 5, 10 gallons like the rest of the people?
Hey, if you look in the article, there's 2 50-gallon recipes in that magazine.
Yeah?
Not one of them's mine, but no, it's not bragging.
Yeah, right.
But I can convert it for you though. Ozzy.
John just wants to know, or everybody to know, that his is a little bigger.
That's right.
Yeah. John's got a lot to compensate for.
Yeah. Thanks, buddy.
I got a 50-gallon brew.
Height versus width, or
yeah.
It's thick as a Foster's can, man.
Yeah.
That is funny though that Oz notices that. It's like, oh, cool, John's in there.
And I love how he calls me out on it.
Yeah.
Thanks, Oz. That's awesome.
I appreciate that too, actually. Oz.
Yeah, I'll let you know I pitched warm on that batch, by the way.
Pitched at 155.
No.
Yeah, and then took it down.
The battle ensues.
Yeah.
I love it. Thanks, Oz.
All right, guys.
We'll see you, buddy.
Cheers, Oz. That's funny.
Direct from Australia. I like
Having
that.
a bit of lunch.
Mm-hmm.
Was he eating Vegemite? We forgot to ask him.
Did forget to ask. Guy's an animal, I'll tell you that.
He was up at 5 this morning.
To listen to my janky blues program. That guy's up at 5 a.m. to do that.
Yeah.
Love it. He's a good time. A lot of fun.
He was
Sent
hung-
us
he was
some
hungover.
cool stuff. He owns a pizza company out there. Has a great logo. It's like a little peg thing.
Yeah, and he has that red Budweiser shirt.
It's called, yeah, and that's right. His slogan is the Mike Myers Scottish impersonation. It's that "get in my belly" thing. It's like "get in my belly" pizzeria or something. It's a great deal. And then he's also a handyman. I was asking him one day, "What the heck do you do out there?" He's like, "I'm a handyman too." I was like, "Sounds like a porn movie to me." He's like, "I'm a pizza man, and then I'm a handyman."
Yeah.
I go around
when he delivers the pizza, then he's the handyman.
Yeah. You must have seen that website. All right, so that was Foster's for you guys. Not much of a flavor profile to speak of, except that it's all in the back of your tongue.
What about
That's what I have to say about it. It's way too sweet and it doesn't taste any good. It doesn't even taste like beer to me.
Okay.
That's my opinion.
I think it tastes like beer. It's just,
it's very sweet, don't you think?
Yeah.
And it's just too sweet to me.
That's that back of the tongue thing. All the flavors right at the back there. Nothing at the front.
But if I was on a
John
train,
really
if I was on
likes
a
he's drinking
train
it out of
from
a
New York
can
to
right now.
Connecticut,
He's a
I'd be
big
having
fan.
one.
See?
Yeah.
Me and Doc would have
I'm with you.
2 in each hand.
Yes, we would.
But I think their can looks awesome. That's
See?
good.
I think the oil can is great, and I think that if some craft breweries around here kind of took that into the brain, they could really do something. Imagine that size of beer, convenient to hold and stuff away in your pocket, right?
And you can
recycle, but with good beer in it.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? If I could buy a can that size of a nice pale ale or an IPA,
you'd be drunk all the time.
Yeah. I wouldn't buy anything else. I'll tell you that. It's like a keg in your hand.
Yeah.
I've always been wondering why the beer bottles here in the United States are so small anyways. Why do you guys do the tiny little baby bottles?
Because it fits in a 6-pack.
Still, we buy a 24 case of big bottles in Germany. I don't understand why that is. I mean,
all the bottles there are half liters. All those bottles that you get at Bevmo that are Polaner and it's the 6-pack of 12
They're all
ounce.
16 ounce.
They don't sell those in Germany. No, they're all for here.
Yeah.
But those 12-ounce dealies, that's not.
We sometimes have the Pilsners in very small bottles and the Kölsch and so, but the lager beers and the Weiss beers and stuff, they only come in bigger bottles, and I've always wondered why that is in the United States. I mean, it must have a reason here. You have any idea?
Yeah, no, it was probably a law somewhere.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I always thought the 6-pack was an awesome idea. If there's one person, they get 6 beers. If there's 2 people, they get 3 beers. If there's 3 people, they get 2 beers.
Yeah.
If there's 4 people, you buy 2 6-packs.
There you go.
I always thought if there was 2
the king
people,
of
you buy
divisible
2 6-packs.
It just works.
Yeah, you're right.
That's awesome.
You're right. But I like the half-liter bottles that you get in Germany too, because it's a real, you have a beer, you're really having a beer.
Yeah. Well, also, when you're the microbreweries are putting out the 22 ouncers or whatever, I'm more likely to grab something that I've never had before, a 22 ouncer, than commit to a whole 6-pack.
Yeah.
I pull a 6-pack and I had one, I'll have 2, nah, I'm not going to finish it. I got 4 beers waiting for friends to come over.
Yeah, you're right. You're right about beer.
Yeah. Start out with this one. Well, you make beer. Can we have your beer? No, we need to clear some of this.
Here's a Foster's.
Here's a Foster's.
All right, we got to qualify a listener to win a kegging system here. Let's do that. We're going to take caller number 9 at 888-401-BEER. Caller number 9 is going to be the first person to be qualified for a full kegging system given away by Northern Brewer at northernbrewer.com. So call in now, 888-401-BEER. If you're not number 9, you're probably just going to get hung up on. Daniela might be nice enough to tell you what number you
She'll
were.
laugh at you.
888-401-BEER, caller number 9. You guys
but if
go
she
ahead
says 9, that doesn't mean 9. That means no.
Here we go.
All right, I turned you off so you could answer the phone. You want the microphone on while you answer the phone? Okay. While we're taking caller number 9 here, the listeners, when we were talking about your strong ale, Aaron, wanted to know if we could give a good example of a commercial strong ale that's kind of widely available.
Old ale, yes.
Old ale?
Oh, boy.
It's different.
That's the brand?
No, it's a style.
Yeah, style.
Okay. What's a commercially brewed version of the old ale?
I don't know any that exist.
No?
Actually,
It's a more historic.
Yeah.
It's a more historic kind of style.
Okay.
And like he was talking about, he had to do some research on what was what and what kind of goes into it and the gravities and things. And it's more of a historic style. Things that have morphed into the English ale kind of whole thing.
Gotcha.
Yeah, my greatest reference was Designing Great Beers by Ray Daniels. That's kind of where I even learn about the style initially, and then I couldn't find any other publications that had.
That's always
anything about
been
it.
my favorite book. It's
Oh yeah,
it's
yeah.
the
I use it
Bible I
all,
go to.
Exactly, I use it all the time.
Is this what I'm drinking right here?
That's the IPA.
That's the IPA.
This is the IPA.
Mhm.
Okay. This is an awesome IPA.
Why, thank you.
I was going to say that the other ones. This IPA is incredible. That's really good.
Yeah.
What's your finishing hop in this guy?
I use a combination of Columbus and Cascade.
Man, that's really
That's
good.
what I was going to say. You know, I can taste the Columbus right up front.
Columbus. Oh, if you like Columbus, I brought a double IPA, and that's all Columbus.
Ah, boy. Aaron, you just earned yourself a permanent seat in the studio. With the double IPA, man.
Yeah, we'll move on to that eventually.
What's this one called at the
This
pub?
is the Presidio IPA, and this is our number one selling beer by far.
Is it really?
Yes.
That's an awesome beer.
Thank you.
It's well balanced.
Because even though with the you could throw all the hops in there and I'll be
Awesome
okay with
nose.
it too, even if it really sort of curbs my palate. But it's also really clean. It's a hop flavor, but a clean beer. It doesn't. I don't feel like I got a cloudy mouth.
Yeah. Well, I'm not a hop beer kind of guy, and I usually kind of shy away from IPAs because it just kills my palate for the rest of the night.
Yeah.
This one, the Columbus hits you real good.
Yeah.
And then it just fades into a nice cascade, and my tongue's not dead.
Yeah.
That's
what I mean.
It's really nice. It didn't just lay on my tongue and kill my tongue with bitterness.
Although the aroma, you would think you're in for it.
Yeah,
As soon as it's going to hit your mouth, like you're done. That's all you're drinking for the rest of the night.
And
'cause you got it.
It's a perfect color for an IPA.
How do you get your aroma in this beer?
I dry hop with Chinook. So in the kettle, I use all Columbus and Cascade. And then for dry hopping, I dry hop in the serving tank.
How long do you dry hop for?
Till it's done.
Till it's done. Yeah, I just throw it in there, fill it up, and let it infuse with the Chinook for a few days before I put it on.
How long does it take you to blow through a serving keg then?
I've actually during the summer when it was really busy, I went through a 15-barrel batch in 11 days. 30 kegs in 11 days.
Yeah, this will be a big seller, especially in the summertime. This is come in, give me that. I want to drink some more of this.
Beer. Very good.
Oh, it's well balanced.
Oh yeah.
Caller, you're on the air, and you're the first person to be registered for the kegging system. Who are we talking to?
Excellent. My name is Matthew. I live in Asheville, North Carolina.
Matthew from Asheville, North Carolina. You're a bottler right now?
I am a bottler.
And you want to be a kegger, don't you?
Probably not as bad as my wife wants me to be a kegger.
That's a good enough reason right there.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. How long you been brewing?
A little over 2 years.
Okay. All right. And so you've been bottling for 2 years.
I have been. I started when we were in our apartment together, and then we bought our first house. And for any of you that, remember your first house, it's not a terribly big house.
Yeah, that's true.
But you got a lot of outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
So are we talking like closets full of bottles of beer right now, or what?
Yeah, the pantry, absolutely, and just about all of the walk-in closet.
And a lot of empties.
Gotcha. So you guys are just dying for a kegging system. And what has held you back from going out and buying one?
It's mainly just cost prohibitive.
Okay. I was the same way.
Like the B3, they've got that kit. I think it's for a little under $300. I've thought about that several times, but I just never really pulled the trigger.
Oh, this is one of those things that you'll never go back.
Yeah.
And once you keg.
It turns out to be more of a hassle when you want to bring beer somewhere. Because now you got a keg.
Right.
And you don't want a bottle for people or contests or whatever.
Yeah. That's true. When you were bottling, I was giving beer away all the time. And then once I went over to keg, I'm like, how do I give my beer away now?
You just invite people over all the time, have parties.
Yeah.
I don't have much left to give away anyway. Let's face it.
I know.
Drunk.
Let's face it.
But, once you start, it's so much cleaner, and you're done in one fell swoop instead of, oh God, I gotta clean bottles, then I gotta fill bottles, then I gotta cap bottles.
Yeah.
Then I gotta sit there and let them ferment, or let them carbonate, and wait. And
yeah.
This is, you can dial it all in. You'd be happy, man.
And then, there's the potential for exploding bottles. And
you gotta wait for all that.
Had that, yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah. Everybody's experienced that, I'm sure.
Yeah.
All you need is a place to refrigerate it now. So either lobby for that extra refrigerator, or, clear out the potato salad.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, well, I've been promising the wife she can have a new refrigerator, but that's That's more selfish reasons, because then I can take the old one and put it on the ground.
I just did the same thing.
Exactly.
I think we need a new one.
In fact, my thought, Doc, is that for the next gadget profile that you do, we should go over building a kegerator for the winner, so that he has a good reference. We tell him how to, I think maybe what we'll do is tell him how to build 2 types of kegerators. The freezer style, because a lot of people like that deal, and then the style that I got, which is just a tiny apartment type of fridge, a dorm fridge that you can easily turn into a corny kegerator.
Yeah, because you have the tower.
Exactly, and it looks real nice.
And I've got the other kind. I've got the stand-up refrigerator.
Yeah. So maybe we'll do 3, just to give them a good option, so that whoever the winner is has a good.
But if you're into building stuff, it's perfect for you because you get the parts. And there's some little subtlety that you need to know with each little one.
But it's easy in general.
It's easy in general, but when you get it all together, you go, dang.
Yeah.
I wish I would have done that.
Oh, yeah. I was more proud about building that tiny little kegerator than this whole studio we're sitting in right now. I'll tell you that right now.
That's a nice studio.
I remember that phone call, actually.
Man, was I stoked. I was like, John, I'm done. I need a keg now. Keg now.
Can we open up the shop? You got a key?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was like 2 a.m.
Yeah.
yes. Keg now, John. Yeah. So, all right. Well, you're now. Here's the deal, Matt. You're qualified to win. We're going to qualify 12 of you. There's going to be.
You're the first.
3 prizes altogether. And you're either going to win the kegerator for first prize, or no, not the kegerator, the keg system for first prize, a gift certificate to Northern Brewer, or a T-shirt from the Brewing Network.
Okay, great.
So that's the deal.
Or you could just option out for the shirt right now.
Yeah.
I think I'll hang in there for the possible kegging system.
Okay.
It's a good idea. Yeah, we should have.
We can get that shirt for sure then.
Let them opt out for a T-shirt. Here's what you got to do, Matt. Just send John an email and copy it to Daniela as well, so that we've got a double database of who our people are. Mm-hmm. It's all on the website. Daniela at the Brewing Network and John P. at the Brewing Network. Copy them both an email that you are our first caller and the first one to qualify for the keg system.
My address is not on the website, but I'll put it in a chat room.
I'll put it up on the website soon, though.
Okay, great.
With their address.
Yeah. All right.
Measurements. All that good
Congratulations, Matt. Thanks for the call.
All right. Thanks, you guys. Hey, stick with it. You guys are great.
Thanks,
buddy.
Thanks.
Thanks, man.
All right,
Cheers.
thanks.
We'll see you.
All right.
All right, I'm happy about that. Qualifying people to win good stuff.
And he needs it.
Yes,
he
does.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. 2 years bottling. I made it.
That's a lot of bottling.
I made it about 4 months, and then I was like, "Fuck this! I gotta get it."
Well,
What the?
What's happening?
Sean and
Holy cow! We just in the studio. We just got Sean from 21st Amendment and Roger from Drake's Brewing Company.
Right, man.
We just thought we'd come by and just say congratulations for the new website. And
oh man,
give some love out. Brought some beer along. Brought Claudia.
Yeah. You know we'd rather see Claudia.
We knew Aaron was going to be here, so we thought we'd come in and hijack the show for a little bit.
It's mine. You can't have it.
Yeah. Awesome. Wow.
Let's get some chairs in here.
Roger, I got listeners still. I don't have your archive up on our list yet, and
I know we heard about that.
Yeah, I get emails on a daily basis. They call me names, all sorts of stuff. They want that show so bad. I'm using it as like bait. I'm just kind of I'm stringing them along with that show. Wow, what an awesome, that's a great surprise there. A little New Year's, surprise. Sean's like Captain Radio around here too.
I'm a media whore.
Yeah,
he is.
He's all over FM radio now. We're like small potatoes to Sean.
So you guys are awesome.
So when did you guys think about doing this? About an hour ago?
we were actually sitting down at Cato's in Oakland and decided, hey, we should just come over and check it out. We knew Aaron was on. Actually had my brother patch the show in on my cell phone.
Oh, nice.
We were listening to it as we're walking up. It's pretty cool.
That's great. Cool. I didn't even know you could do that.
I think he held the phone up to the radio or something like that, the computer. That's
perfect. It's nice and low tech, which is what we pretty much are. An internet company that's low tech.
We're getting there.
Roger, I heard a crazy rumor that you two over there, Roger and Claudia, are engaged. Is there any...
yeah, it's true.
Is that true? Claudia, what the hell are you thinking? What is wrong with you?
I'll march right back out of here.
I owe you $30, Roger.
Yeah, that's why I'm here.
That's what I'm thinking. You guys weren't coming to say Happy New Year at all. You want your $30
Pacheco to get my money now.
Brought Sean to break some kneecaps if I didn't have it. Last time I saw Roger, I was playing poker with him down at Drake's, and Daniela and I showed up to play one game. Got suckered into playing like 3. And after the first game, we were like, no, it's not that we're broke. We just only brought enough cash for one game. And Roger's like, I got it. Here. Pulls out his wallet, starts throwing around cash.
It's no fun playing by yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. And then he sent me home with like 5 beers from his Beers Around the World Club. It was great too. I drank 4 of them on the way home.
Driving safe.
Yeah. Daniela was driving.
Okay.
Of course.
It's always that way.
That's my resolution, by the way, for the new year. Make Justin drive.
Ooh.
Right, well, we're all going to jail then. That's more likely your resolution. Wow, it's good to see you guys. Thanks for coming in.
Good to see you.
That's cool.
Yeah, the website looks great.
You like it?
Yeah, I mean, everything looks really cool, so.
Thank you.
Sean, are you trying to kiss me?
Leaning over Roger over there.
Like before?
Whoa.
You guys brought beer too?
Yeah, we did. We brought some beer. I had some at the house.
All right.
I live right by Cato, so.
Nice. Yeah, it's like right around the corner from the bar. That's weird.
It's stumbling distance.
Where are you guys going to live? In San Francisco or in San Leandro?
Neither.
Is this the debate still going on between you two?
We'll be in Oakland.
Oaktown, huh?
For a little while.
Okay.
Till we find our loft.
Okay, gotcha.
Your Frisco loft.
3 brewers in one room.
Who calls it Frisco?
Hey, but you guys should tell them the other big news. You haven't even said it yet.
You guys got other big news?
No, Claudia, you should tell them. Come on. Step up to the mic.
Claudia, what do you got?
Come on, Claudia.
Don't be shy.
Come on, you know.
I don't even know what this news is.
What else you got?
Roger's coming out as well. No.
Yeah. Roger's pregnant, isn't he?
Yeah. Damn it.
No. You know what I'm talking about?
That Sean's going to be our master of ceremony?
I'm gonna marry them. They asked me about 2 months ago, and
are you serious?
And we were drinking at the Tornado, and
you guys were hammered.
Way too many IPAs.
Wow.
Like, will you marry us? And I went, really?
Are you kidding?
Yeah, that's for sure.
He's going to be our ordained.
Yeah, I have to go on a website and become an ordained minister. And
I was just going to tell you, I know the website. I'll give it to you before you leave. I had a band that I used to work with that asked me to do the same thing. I was going to go get ordained. Say that you just do it on the web. It's real easy to get ordained.
That's what I hear. It doesn't take any time at all. It costs a few bucks.
So wait, there was a band involved?
Yeah, what does that mean? That
was weird. Can I broadcast the ceremony too? You guys want to put it on the network? Why not?
Well, I don't know. ABC has been calling, but
yeah, I'm sure they want to know all about your guys' marriage. I'll just throw a microphone up there. You guys won't even know I'm there. I'll be doing commentary in the background. Yeah. Roger looks like a douchebag in a suit.
He fell over a rock, it looks like.
Roger actually has other clothes besides shorts and hoodies.
Yeah.
It looks like Roger's wearing his Sunday hoodie.
Claudia's doing fine, but Roger is crying like a baby.
All right, enough of this.
Right.
No, we were driving up here and we heard you guys talking about Aaron's double. I've actually heard good things about that.
Are you pouring that now, Aaron? Because I'm still drinking your regular IPA. All right, let me
drink it, boy.
Let me pound this guy.
Regular guy.
Free the glass up.
Lots of good tasting. What kind of beer did you guys bring, Roger?
Roger, what did we bring?
Beer. What was the question?
Yeah. You guys really were at the bar before you came here. I love that. That's great. Okay, so this is the double IPA from Beach Chalet, Aaron's brew here. It looks just like your IPA, so you didn't have to darken it up any. I'm guessing you did you double everything, or you just doubled the hops?
Well, no, not necessarily double, but I used different grain, solely Columbus through everything. I even used whole Columbus for dry hopping. But in the kettle, I use all pellets for Columbus.
Man, that was even
better. It's a different grain bill too.
It is, okay. Yeah. Completely different. Do you have a consistent base malt that you guys use, or do you change that all the time, Aaron?
No, we have a silo, so we do use the same base malt.
What do you guys use?
It's RAR 2-row.
Okay. Just a
the same that you guys use, because we split the last order with you. So
that's right.
It must be the same.
Nice. Saving on grain. That's the way you
yeah.
got to do it. And what do you guys do with your spent grain?
Just compost it. Shovel it into the green compost bins and wheel it out, and Sunset Scavenger takes it away.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
You don't like throw it in the ocean. It's right there, you know.
No whale food.
Yeah. Whale grain.
We were wondering why those whales keep beaching themselves.
They're like foaming at the mouth.
They can't digest it. You know?
More double IPA.
Like rats.
That's nice too. It does taste totally different than the other one. I'm not going to say that it's even a stronger hop character to this beer. It's just a very different hop character.
More alcohol.
No, it's 8.5%, 105 BUs.
Okay.
The other one's 73 BUs.
Okay.
And 6.5% alcohol. So
something about this one smooths out the hop
it's amazing.
character.
Yeah, it theoretically has more BUs in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the regular IPA seems to have more of a hop character in it.
Okay.
It tricks your brain.
It does.
As far as hop additions, when you're doing this guy, what kind of times are we talking here? When are you adding your hops?
So I do 90-minute boil, add charge at the beginning, and then 20 minutes from the end to boil, and then one whirlpool, and then dry hop.
You do one for the whirlpool too, and a dry hop. All right. And it's all Cascade on this one, you say?
Columbus.
Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
All Columbus all the way through, dry hop and everything?
Yep.
Cool.
How much you putting in at that whirlpool?
Oh, let's see. How much am I doing? I brew a smaller batch, so it's about a 10.5 barrel batch. If I can remember, it's like 7 pounds.
7 pounds, all right.
Sizable amount.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's cool because, like, at the whirlpool, you're trying to clarify your word and you're dumping a bunch of stuff in there. I like that. It's just a good idea. It's like
not with the IPAs.
Something stupid like I would do. Just dump stuff in there when you're trying to clean it.
That's like a quarter pound of hops per 7 gallons of wort.
Back in my day, a quarter pound used to go for like, you know how much you used to have to pay for that? I don't know about now, but back in my day.
That's a lot of hops.
That is a lot of hops. Quarter pound. See, I like that. I'm telling you, it was everything against every grain in my brewing body to do that last pale ale I did, Doc, where I had a total of a half an ounce of hops in the whole brew. Man, that was just painful to do. Came out good though. It came out nice.
You were always I can put more in this.
Yeah, like
I can put if
it's
a
there.
half a pound's good, 3 pounds is better.
Exactly. Like if my recipe called for an ounce, but I could only buy 2 ounces because that's the packet that More Beer had aside, I'm thinking, well, what am I going to do with it? I might as well put it in there, right? I'm just going to keep it around for, like, pasta? No.
We pretty much go with the impression that if a little's good, a lot's better.
A lot's better. Exactly. How's Drake's doing, Roger?
Good. We're busy. We're actually kind of slow right now. Wintertime, everyone's paying their Christmas bills, so not really going out.
You guys do that Friday party in the winter too, or only in the? You do it all year, huh?
Rain or shine,
the sideshow.
No kidding.
Yeah, it's a sideshow, all right.
Drake's does.
You're there every time, right?
Yeah. I'm the leader of the sideshow.
Drake's does this cool thing, and it's weird that they do it to me too. Not that they do it, but because of their location, it just kind of surprised me because Roger invited me down to it after he was on the show the last time. And he says, come on down on Fridays, we do a barbecue, and you get a pint glass, you get all the beer you want and all the food you want, you just come hang out. And he gives me the address. And I go to find this place, and I'm like driving behind the Safeway. I don't know where I'm at. I'm going down some alley, there's a chain link fence
Safeway.
on
What
one
town
side,
were you in?
and like a Best Buy on the other. I don't even know where it's nowhere you think of, cause it's not a brew pub, it's the brewery. It's just a straight brewery, and it's in a warehouse district. So I'm driving down this alley, thinking that he's brought me somewhere to mug me. Little as you know, like all the money I own's in the studio that he was at. Driving
That's not what they want out of you.
So, but then all of a sudden
you still had to loan you money. What are you talking about?
I know, right? Then I turn this corner and there's like 100 people just hanging out and there's a barbecue going and beer, and he does it every Friday, right? You guys do it?
That's not just me. There's other people involved. But,
it's Roger out there with a little
every Friday
smock on with barbecuing away, going, "Hey,
Yeah.
I just made the beer. Here's some hamburgers for you.
Would you like some chicken with your beer?"
Yeah, he's got a hibachi. It's like 12 inches around. Hang on, guys. Gonna be a couple minutes.
That's still pig on the inside.
It's got the second batch on.
It's a great idea, though. You guys do that just for fun and because you're alcoholics, or does it sell beer for you?
We do that Monday through Thursday. Then the Friday is when we let other people in.
Okay, nice.
Alcoholic.
It was a good time.
No, we do it. It pays a lot of the bills.
Oh, it does. Okay.
So it's the only time in the week where he eats.
Yeah, that's it. The rest is the beer diet.
Yeah.
All right.
How'd you know?
And what about 21st over there, Sean? How you guys doing?
Oh, we shut down last week. No.
I was afraid of that.
No, things are going really well. I mean, it's just like Roger said, it's like a slower time of year, and we actually have our staff holiday party tonight, which is going to be kind of exciting.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
So you got to make it back to that, huh?
I got to go back to the city to a tequila bar at by 9 o'clock. Frisco, that's right. You'll never be able to let me live that down, are you?
And Claudia is one of your bartenders
No, I won't.
too, right?
And Claudia is one of our bartenders, one of the great bartenders at the 2-1-A.
She's in Frisco too.
She's
She's based in Frisco.
The letters are going to roll in now.
By the way,
we like to call it the 415.
Outside of San Francisco, it's a very visitor tourist thing to do to call San Francisco Frisco. That's why we're making fun of it.
And you should be, actually. I can't believe I just said that.
But he lives in the 5 and Dime, so you know.
I live in the East Bay I live in Berkeley, across from San Francisco. So.
Traitor.
Yeah, well, you know,
pubs out there.
It's cheaper out there.
It is cheaper.
Well, you 925ers out here. I don't know.
Oh, we're serious traders.
Yeah, we were driving out here. We thought we were in Nevada.
I was listening to a radio show last night from San Francisco, and the host was asking everybody, you know, I know you all love the city, and then you get married and you have families and you live out in the suburbs, and then you move to the suburbs when you get married and you have families. And I'm thinking, man, I've been living in the suburbs my whole life. I love it out there. Does that make me completely retarded? And the answer is yes.
Can I answer that?
Yeah. By the way, I don't know what it is. I like the Walmart and the Target and the whatever. I'm a suburb guy. Yeah. Plus, I got the dog, the vicious pit bull that my neighbors love, and can't have that in the city.
When we walked in, actually, I think we all petted him, actually, so it's really vicious.
It's not very vicious at all.
We did take our shoes off, Justin.
I appreciate that. Did you?
Yeah.
Put them back on, please.
You want us to leave?
Man. I'm so excited you guys came out. That's cool.
Yeah, we oftentimes hang out together, like Magnolia, which is in the Upper Hayes, kind of a meeting place for most brewers in the city, so I'll run into Aaron up there.
Okay.
That's Frisco for...
All right, that's going to go on all I know. I haven't been in Beach Chalet in a while, though.
Yeah.
I've got to get out there. You guys still doing that, doing the music on Thursday night with the Shy Tones and all that?
Yep. Park Chalet.
Awesome.
Yeah. Have live music.
Well, if you didn't hear, he's going to bust out his old ale coming up real soon.
All right.
So we can all partake.
Yeah, we ought to do that. I got to qualify another user anyway.
Let me get my phone ready.
No, we were trying to call in actually on the way out here.
To win a keg
I said, Raj, you can't call. He goes, well, here, I'll have Claudia do it.
That would have been great. Giving away. I wouldn't have known until I looked at the address. Claudia? What the fuck? It's a ripoff. Man.
But she doesn't have a kegging system. Maybe the big one. The company system?
It's a big one. Now that she's moving in, we have a kegerator.
Okay, all right.
All right.
In the living room.
I am a professional.
What's your seasonal out at 21st right now, Sean?
I can plug something.
Why not?
Okay, so actually kind of...
Shamelessly.
I know, I'm just going to lay it on thick.
You should talk about your beer, too.
Promises.
So what's going on? We got in a couple weeks. We're doing this thing. I don't know, Aaron, are you doing this? We're doing the Poor Richard's Ale, which is the 300th anniversary of Ben Franklin's birth, and there's his original recipe. It's being sponsored by the Brewers Association, which is the sort of the governing organization for most breweries all across the country. And there's about 100 breweries, over 100 breweries all over the U.S. that are going to be doing this, and we're cracking it. I think his birthday is the 16th or 17th of this month.
Okay.
And then we've got Strong Beer Month coming on in February, which is, we do it with Magnolia every year. It's our 4th year we've done it. It's basically, we have 5 strong beers. They have 5 strong beers. Every beer is over 8.5% alcohol. You get a little card, and you go to each brewery, and you get it punched out. And then once you fill your card up, once you've consumed all the beer, you get to keep the logo glass we have for the event. We also have T-shirts and posters and all that. It's a pretty cool event.
Nice.
Moves people between the two breweries. It's probably the most expensive glass you'll ever buy, but it's a lot of fun. So.
Right. Yeah, but why not? You know.
So you asked Aaron a question. Are you doing the Poor Richards?
Yeah, Aaron, I'm sorry.
It's a long-winded question. No, actually, I got the memo late. I guess didn't have enough time to brew it. But I do know about it. Unfortunately, I didn't have enough time to prepare for it.
Yeah, it's kind of a cool thing. I mean, it's not a lot of crystal malts. It's mostly roasted malts, which were probably malts available back then. If you go to the beertown.org website, I think
that's where it is.
And they've got and there's a lot of corn in there as well. A little molasses, and it's really low in the IBU department.
Did you throw dates and prunes in there too?
I didn't throw dates and prunes in there. Well, I probably should have, though.
That's Sean's thing, right? Just you got to add fruit to everything.
I got to add from the fruit brewer in Frisco.
Sounds like the format of this show. A lot of corn, some
a lot
fruit.
of fruit.
So you guys were talking about Foster's earlier? Is that what I heard?
That was our official tasting. You want to try it?
Yeah, sure.
It's in that can right there.
It's been a long time since I've had it.
John's been manipulating it a
right
bit.
out of the can.
It's a little bruised.
John, you got a lot of anger here.
Why is that thing so dented?
What do you think? What's your flavor profile of the Foster's?
I think it's really nice. It's sweet. It does have kind of like almost kind of a corny sweetness, but not like I think Dr. Scott was talking about earlier. Not too DMS. It's not DMS. It's more.
Yeah.
It's more like
sweet.
corn. Yeah.
That ricey thing happening.
Roger,
there.
you want to try it?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get Claudia.
Was that your motion?
Yeah.
Is it good warm?
He's not even married yet. He's
Yeah,
sending his fiancée to fetch him a beer.
Can you actually put this in the microwave?
Why not? I got a question while you're tasting that from the chat room. How about a tech question? I don't care who answers it, as long as you give the right answer.
I don't think anybody here is qualified.
The question is from the chat room: if I used a yeast starter and have plenty of aeration in both the starter and the wort, do I need to reoxygenate again later? And if so, when and how much? And he does have an O2 stone. So let me start I'll do the first part because it doesn't matter that you oxygenated your yeast starter as far as oxygenating your wort. It's cool that you oxygenated your yeast starter because it got your yeast going, but it's not going to do you any good once you put that yeast in your wort. So that part you guys don't need to address. I'll keep it simple for you.
Man, Justin's learning.
All right. Huh? I've been doing it. Hey, 6 months. It's a new year for the BN.
It's about time.
I'm going to act like I know something around here.
and he does.
So how about the reoxygenation, guys? What do you suggest?
I like for home brewing. I like to do it again as long as it's before it starts fermenting. So if I can lay it down and get oxygenated 9 at night, and I pitch my yeast, when I get up and I'm leaving for work at 6:15, 6:30, and it's not bubbling, I'll do it again.
What time you pull your first tooth? If you're leaving at 6:30,
9:45.
Depends on which day it is, 7 or 7:30.
It's early to be pulling teeth, if you ask me. So the deal is, as long as it's not fermenting, you're okay to oxygenate it, right?
Well, the oxygen is going to do two things. It's going to outgas from the solution pretty quick, a couple of hours.
Okay.
So putting more in is not going to hurt, and or the yeast is going to use it up pretty fast too.
Okay.
So and you're in that whole situation where you want them to make more yeast.
Gotcha.
So go for that. They need oxygen to do it, and you need enough in the solution to do it.
Okay.
But you don't want to do it 12, 15, 20 hours later. It's too late at that point.
Okay.
And then you got bad effects after that.
But you yourself, you do it twice. You do it right when you put that stuff in, and then you're going to do it.
As soon as I put it in, I oxygenate, and then I pitch. Mm-hmm. And depending on what time of the day, I'm not going to get up at 3 in the morning and do it, but I'll do it again.
My question to Doc is, what is the gravity of your beers you're brewing, though? I mean,
usually mine are usually up there. Mine are usually 1055 and up. So
you might want to oxygenate maybe.
You want to do it more.
Yeah.
With the higher gravity beers. So.
Okay. More oxygenation, more gravity.
More oxygenation, a better healthy yeast, and more yeast count.
Okay.
All the way up. As long as you don't do it too late, because then you're going to end up with bad effects later on.
Gotcha.
Acetaldehyde, maybe.
Claudia, are you going to shave Roger's head for him once you guys are married?
Yeah, he's already shaved.
That's off topic, Justin.
Sorry.
That was a good way to kill them.
And which one were you talking about?
Flag on the play.
That was in the memo of things not to talk about. I thought we brought that up earlier.
Sorry. My bad. I got to take a quick break. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a real quick break. It's one song. When we come back, we're going to qualify somebody from the chat room to win this kegging system from Northern Brewer.
Are they singing the song?
NorthernBrewer.com. No, that's going to come later. I don't feel like they're drunk enough yet.
No, I don't. And you got to play a little snippet.
Okay.
For that, so.
Right when we come back, just before we do the chat room one, I will play a snippet of the homebrew song. When we come back, here's what we're going to do. Chat room, get ready. It's going to be a trivia question. There will be a simple answer to it. It will be an absolute answer. None of this like subject to interpretation. And the first one who puts the right answer in there is going to qualify to win the kegging system. Is that right?
Exactly.
Okay, and you've got a close watch of that thing?
Yes.
How you doing over there?
I'm tired.
It's busy today?
It is so busy, and it's so many new people. I want to say a big hi to everybody who's new and everybody who came back, and just to everybody. It's awesome.
Awesome. And hello to all our podcast users in India, Germany, Singapore, China,
Philippines.
the Philippines,
Mexico,
Argentina, Spain,
Great Britain,
Canada,
California,
Australia. I don't think there is anybody.
Sounds like the Miss Universe contest.
I'm telling you, it's a worldwide thing here. And hello to our podcast users who may have never even seen the website. They just found our audio, so that's a cool thing. I'm glad to have them. We'll be right back. It's the Brewing Network. Surprise visit, Sean O'Sullivan, 21st Amendment, Roger Davis from Drake's. Still got Aaron Dorsey, of course, from the Beach Chalet Brewing Company. And we're yet to taste the old ale even. So we're going to bust that out when we come back, and we're going to register somebody to win the kegging system from Northern Brewer. We'll be right back.
And now back to three guys with absolutely nothing better to do. The Brewcasters on the Brewing Network.
We're here with Aaron Dorsey from Beach Chalet in San Francisco, Roger Davis from Drake's, and Sean from 21st Amendment. It's more brewers than we've ever had in one room here at the Brewing Network. And a good start to 2006, if you ask me.
Yeah, it's an all-star show.
That's right. Real quick, let's do this thing, because we got some stuff to give away, courtesy of Northern Brewer at northernbrewer.com. And this is going to be for the chat room. I don't know. I wanted to preface. I don't want to give anything away. I gotta make it all fair. It's a trivia question, and you're gonna have to go find an answer. There is one answer. Aaron, right here from Beach LA, gave out the answer a little bit earlier, and you'll also be able to find it as well.
And I'm gonna type it in.
You're gonna type in the question.
Mm-hmm.
Are you ready to type? Start typing.
I am so ready. Go ahead.
It's only for the chat room, so don't bother calling. And the first person that answers the question correctly is now qualified to win the kegging system, courtesy of Northern Brewer. According to Aaron Dorsey, as well as the website at beachchalet.com, Beach Chalet was developed in what year? What year was Beach Chalet developed? I'm giving you the actual words that you'll be able to find right there. I hope you got a good web server, Aaron, because you're about to get bombarded with hits right now.
It's easy.
What year was Beach Chalet developed?
Exactly. And it's a cut and dry answer. You guys will know what I'm talking about when you find the answer. It's going to be a matter of searching and finding quick and pasting it. Aaron also said it.
Beachchalet.com, correct?
Yes.
Beachchalet.com.
Oh,
the link is also
Googling the hell out of that one.
The link is also right on our main page if you wanted to use that.
Wow. We have a bunch of answers already.
Okay. I'll give you, should I give you the...
No, write the correct one down for me.
Okay, let me write it down. Yeah, you're right.
Wow, it's going crazy.
It's right there.
All right, let me see.
You already have that answer?
Yeah, I do have that answer already.
Okay, you can stop typing. The correct answer is 1997, and Aaron said it earlier. It was on New Year's Eve, 1997. It's also right on the webpage, so if any of you want to fight about it. Who was the first person to type in 1997, Danielle?
The first person to type in 1997 was Big Bad Brett.
No, what he said was it was 1996, and he said it New Year's Eve, 96, developed in 96, but the first full year was 97.
I'll disagree with both of you, even though you're the one that said it. And
not because I heard him say it.
And this is why I worded the question this way too.
I'm confused.
It was on New Year's Eve, so the wording was actually technically it was 1997, and the web page says 1997. So there's There's two things to.
Yeah.
And I worded the question just that way. Doc, what the hell are you? You're not even a listener. What are you arguing with me about the friggin' answer for?
Well, what does develop mean?
I know those are the words on your webpage. That's why I use that. It says, and I quote. Now I gotta find it.
So they didn't develop it; they just started it in '96, and
it was probably developed in '92 when they
I know,
thought about it.
That's what I was thinking.
All right, Doc, here you go, buddy. Are you ready? The Beach Chalet Brewery and Restaurant was developed in 1997 by Gar and Lara Tripelli and Timon Malloy after blah, 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 blah.
Okay, so you should have prefaced it with,
I'm about
according to the
you
website.
I did. That's exactly what I did.
No, you said according to Aaron.
He's off.
And the website.
The power. The power.
I'm done. Not gonna argue about that.
You just shut up,
So
Roger,
who won?
Who's our winner?
Where's
Was
the love over here?
Big Bad Brad was our winner, right, Daniela?
Yeah, Big Bad Brad.
Big Bad Brad. And I've seen him on the forum too.
The BBB.
Call in if you want, Big Bad, so we can find out about what your current method of bottling and whatnot has been. Like to know how poor you are and how long you've had to do that too. See if you fit in our.
Speaking of poor,
you're qualified
Where's
either way.
he from?
We'll find out. Call in 888-401-BEER. Call in, Big Bad
He wants
Brad.
Dr. Scott to shut up, though.
He's arguing about it, right?
Because I might get him to lose.
Hey, I've been doing 6 months of show with Dr. Scott. I've been saying that.
You can't give me a shut up.
And you know it's not possible.
Speaking of poor, can somebody
pour you some beer?
You have legs, Doc. You can walk over there.
Aaron, do we got that old ale pouring right now?
There's so many people in the studio, I would probably just trip.
It really is, actually. You know, I was actually there at Beach Chalet that day. They ran out of food. I remember that.
On 97,
yeah,
is that right?
They opened up and the chef was walking around at the time. And
that doesn't say much for you.
He's like, I got some mac and cheese.
Is he still on?
Yeah,
I can't believe I'm piling on top of Dr. Scott with everybody else. I don't even know him. But they are towing his Hummer outside.
Oops. What was that about a Hummer?
Because that dent you put in it when you pulled up.
Oh, that was part of it.
Yeah.
Because you knocked it out into the middle of the street.
All right, so this is the old ale I'm drinking right here, huh? Oh, that smells nice. You can smell the phenols coming off of there, too. But you can smell a bunch of malt also. It's good.
That's me.
What's that?
Oh, yeah, that's just Doc.
Sorry about that.
Oh, man. You guys all drive together?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? You all going back to your employee party? I'm trying to picture that thing right now. I'm surprised.
It's at a tequila bar, so.
I'm surprised it's not at the brewery, actually.
Well,
nice job, Aaron.
We usually don't do it at the brewery. We do it like at another place, just so everybody gets off site and all that. So it's just right around the corner from us. So
okay. Brad, you're on the air.
Hey, how you guys doing?
We're doing real good. How are you, buddy?
I'm awesome.
And you're a current bottling guy, huh?
Well, actually, I was just telling Daniela, I just started kegging, but I would give it to my brewing buddy who does not keg.
You'd give it to
He's
your
a bottling fool, so.
Okay. I got to make a judgment call here.
Yeah.
Let's go back to that develop word.
Well, I'm happy that he's going to give it to his brewing buddy, but I'd rather his brewing buddy tune in and get himself qualified, you know what I'm saying?
But that's impossible now because Big Bad Brad or Bad or whatever. What's your name again?
Yeah.
I think he has to play, but if he wants to be, so nice to give it to his friend, that's awesome.
I brought this up before. I think it's okay because he's just dragging Brad down by bottling. He's dragging him down.
Right.
Yeah,
It's gonna get his friend off his back.
So now you're on Brad's side?
Yeah.
Well, what's up with your buddy that he
didn't know it was Brad
can't,
before.
qualify himself? Like, he doesn't have a computer?
He has a computer. He listens to the archives, but he
does.
he's not able to tune in live, so.
All right. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a compromise with you. I'm going to say this works. I'm down with you handing it off to him, but I got to hear from him. I want him to call in this month during one of the shows.
Okay. Yeah,
He's got to call in and he's got to say,
"What's his name?"
"Hi, I'm Big Bad Brad's bitch."
And what's the bitch's name?
No, Big Bad Brad's bottling bitch.
Yeah.
He'll say that. His name's Ray, by the way.
If Ray calls in and does that, then he's registered. Is that cool?
That's fine with me. I'd love to hear him say that.
Is that a fair compromise?
I like that.
Because I said, if you got a friend who wants it, I wanted your friend to tune in and register.
And you got a friend that's dragging you down with bottling, you got to get him off your back.
Yeah, well, I got him doing some. He uses the Tapper draft sometimes, but mostly he's just bottling. So.
Okay, I gotcha.
And he would brew a lot more often if he had a.
Well, that's it there right there. If it'll make him brew more.
Yeah, and that was my thing too. I said I'd brew a ton more when I got the keg system. But then, of course, I started this stupid thing, and I don't know how long it's been.
Now you just drink more.
Yeah, now I just drink more.
Yeah, that's my problem, too.
It's a good problem to have. What are you going to do?
Hey, for the record, Roger's my bitch.
Who's driving?
I will cut you.
Cut you in the face.
Yeah. Brewer warfare.
All right, so that's the deal. I'm going to put you down. Send John and Daniela both an email. But you're only tentatively registered.
Okay, that's cool.
Until your guy calls in and says, I'm Big Bad Brad's bitch.
Bottling bitch.
And he's got to say that 3 times fast, too. Yeah. So, all right, cool. Thanks, buddy.
All right, so I need to send emails to Daniela and John or Justin?
Yeah, send it to John and Daniela. Just, just CC one of them.
It's safer that way.
Cool?
No problem. Thanks, guys.
All right, thanks, buddy. We'll see you. All right, that's another one. I got one more person to qualify today. And this is what you're going to have to do to qualify for this one. I'm going to play a little tidbit right now. You're going to have to call in and sing me as much of the chorus as you can of the homebrew song. This is the homebrew song in case you've never heard it.
Pale ale is a friend of mine, and I sure like good barley wine. Chocolate porter, cherry stout, don't you know what I am talking about? Don't you give me that American crude, boys, I want a real homebrew.
All right, you got me? All you gotta do is call in. Not yet. I'll tell you when to do it, so don't start. They're already calling.
And if you can get that twang to it,
yeah,
that'd be cool,
A little twang would be nice. If that person is willing to start...
I'll you right through.
Are they already ready to do it?
Yeah.
Man, they're quick. Is he drunk?
Yeah.
Good. He's in. Okay. Caller, you're on the air.
I'm here.
How are you, buddy?
I'm doing great.
Who are we talking to?
You're a co-host.
I'm so, consumed in my little bubble over here.
Ain't nothing of it. Homebrew. Ain't nothing of it like kegging.
He is drunk. You're right about that.
Chocolate cherry stout.
I am so locked in my bubble over here. I saw the phone in your ear and had no idea you were calling. Yeah, all right. That's funny shit is what that is. Don't call yet.
That's some seriously good work.
That was nice, John. That's the funniest radio you've ever done.
The funny thing is I'm looking at him in the delay. Mm-hmm. It looked like a Japanese movie.
You killed my brother. Pale ale is a friend.
This is what you gotta sing. When I tell you, I'm gonna give you the phone number and I'm gonna tell you to call in. You're gonna have to call in and sing this. You'll be the last person qualified today. Alright, that's it.
Oh no.
That's
it's
all
Godzilla.
You got.
Look out, it comes to barley wine.
All right, Aaron, let's talk about this beer because it's awesome. You guys have this on tap at your place too?
We actually have this year's vintage. This is actually the one I brewed last year, or actually in December 2004.
Okay.
So we have the one I just brewed about a month ago on tap right now, but I thought I'd bring this one in because it's aged.
Yeah.
It's a beer that probably could use some more aging than what I give it, but
okay.
That's why I brought this one in.
How long do you age the one that you end up putting on tap by year?
For the general public.
I actually, let's see, the one that I put it on after 3 weeks.
3 weeks, okay.
But of course the more time it just sits on.
Yeah.
Well, the great thing is I don't filter the beer, so it's sitting on the yeast in the serving tank. So the longer it sits in there,
yeah,
the more time it has to age.
And this one that you've aged for a year now, where have you been storing this, and how you been doing that?
When I bottled it, I did add a little bit of krausen in it to get that secondary fermentation for carbonation. But it's aging. Actually, I can't. It's a secret spot.
Oh, is that right?
I can't have employees going into it. Yeah, so.
I gotcha. Well, I guess
a lot of them do ask.
I guess what I'm getting at is it fully refrigerated, or are you just
No. It's actually it's It's not a cold and it's not a warm spot.
Okay.
It's fairly constant temperature.
Okay.
So it's
file cabinet somewhere.
Not quite, but
it's a little place he likes to call his house.
That's right.
Yeah.
No, it's at the beach chalet somewhere.
It is.
It's like
we should have a treasure hunt.
It's like buried treasure. I know.
I think people are right now.
Brewing network treasure hunt.
Am I warm or cold?
Well, just remember, we're right near Golden Gate Park. So
I'm thinking that with us in here, and then our listeners too, we could just make a wreck of your place. Treasure hunt for this thing. I got a lot of oaky kind of wood flavor going on in this, but you're just aging it in bottles.
Believe it or not, it didn't come in contact with any wood.
Am I the only one getting that?
No wood.
I said wood.
I'm sorry, you have what?
No wood.
Am I the only one getting those woody type of flavors?
I get a lot of floral peppery spice. There's
really?
like a flower pepperiness going on. Especially in the actual bitterness of the beer, it's not really actual like hops, more like a flower.
It's full bodied, but it's not cloying where it just makes your parotid glands tweak.
You said parotid. I think actually what you're probably talking about is maybe the astringency because it's unfiltered beer.
Okay.
So it sort of has this like almost like tannin like quality to it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I disagree.
Did that sound like I knew what I was talking about, Roger?
No, that's right. The tannins.
No, it does actually.
Well, okay, because let's talk about tannins for a second then. Because tannins can be the equivalent, and they can be good or bad. It depends on what you're going for. Tannins, and in wine in particular too, are the things that you're talking about that wood can give off and fermentation can give off, and any part of the brew process can give off these tannins that you want to manipulate the amount of tannins you get, and you definitely get some woody flavors out of these things, right? In fact, is wood the primary flavor profile of a tannin, or is there something you can get completely different out of it?
Well, when you're talking about wine, you're going to get tannins that way. With beer, we try to shy away from it a lot, and we get that from the grain husks.
Okay.
So over-sparging, things like that.
Okay.
So if you're going to get some tannins are a good way to balance things too. It's got some acidity to it. It'll pull from the sweet side too, and I think that's what you're tasting out of this one.
That's what's good about this because it could be really sweet.
Well, that's why
it's
a balanced beer.
Yeah.
It's a great beer.
That's what makes a good beer because it's very balanced.
Yeah.
Not too sweet, not too sharp, and it's really well in the middle of what you're trying to get to.
Right. And if I had to say, by the way, and we should make a contest out of this weekly, which is the beer that's going to make Doc slur, this is the one.
I'm going to try not to slur on this one.
But this is going to be the one that does it. If any beer in here tonight does it, this is going to be the one right there.
Yeah.
Well, I do have actually something. I told you earlier I was bringing something as a surprise.
Okay.
And I guess I can unveil it now since we're drinking this. I actually I took a portion of this old ale last year and I distilled it.
Really?
And I have a distillate that I brought.
Oh man,
shit.
You're now Doc's best friend. He's taking you home.
If this won't make Doc slur,
is the ATF listening?
No, really.
It was legally done, by the way.
Of course. Caller, you're on the air. Who are we talking to?
Hey, it's Trans, a.k.a. Joe from the chat room.
Hey, Joe, what's happening?
Hey, just around drinking like usual.
I'd rather call you Joe on the air because trans in San Francisco is a completely different thing. You know what I'm Yeah.
It's
totally different.
Come on out and visit us, and we'll if you come out and visit us in San Francisco, we'll introduce you as trans. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. I'm just saying, on the air.
And sexual with parentheses.
Yeah, exactly. Are you calling to sing the homebrew song to us, or just calling to say what's up?
That's what I thought I was doing. Hopefully the sun doesn't break up too bad, though.
You don't have a kegging system?
No, I do. Can I give it away to the first person that screams my name in the chat room?
No, I can't, because I already announced that I would say when to call in. And then I feel like I'm jipping people.
I thought this was the third contest for a T-shirt or something.
All right, I'll tell you what. Here's what we're gonna do for you.
Give him one of them scoliosis T-shirts.
We got a Beach Chalet T-shirt here to give to you if you sing the brewing the you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
All right, sing away, and we'll give you a Beach Chalet shirt. How about that?
All right, can I go now?
Go for it.
That was rude.
Do it.
Pale ale is a friend of mine. I sure like a good barley wine. Chocolate porter, cherry stout, don't you know what I am talking about? Don't you give me that American crude. Boys, I want a real homebrew.
Yeah!
Homebrew, don't you really love it? That homebrew,
can't get enough of it.
Homebrew, it blows my mind. I drink homebrew all the time. Yeah, I think I'll have me one right now.
Wow.
This is scary.
That's not bad at all, man.
Downright scary.
Trans deserves a shirt.
Oh.
That was pretty good.
No, you're there, Joe. You're there. Sorry. My fault. I didn't turn you up. Joe?
Turn me up.
Are you,
Again or what?
are you there, buddy?
I'm there. Are you there?
I'm here. You came through awesome. I turned you up nice and loud. You sounded great. You just won a Beach Chalet shirt.
Okay.
And you made a total ass of yourself.
I thought I was on key and everything.
No, you actually were pretty on
No?
key. No,
He was.
Yeah,
It was
you were
really good.
You were pretty on key, Joe. It wasn't that bad. I was expecting a lot worse. You weren't bad.
I know. I was drinking all the triples tonight, so. You know.
Yeah, Joe was like, he was on air with me at 11 a.m. when I was doing the blues show today drinking, so he's not doing too bad.
Where's he from?
Where are you from, Joe?
I'm from Valencia, PA, which is about 20 miles north of Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh, PA. Close to it.
Steelers won today. You got to be happy about that.
Oh, yeah.
Of course. All right, buddy. We're going to send you a T-shirt.
I can't believe I knew that.
All right, sounds cool, man.
Sorry, I'm having trouble.
I can't believe you knew that.
Having trouble with your connection. I'm going to drop you, but you came through loud and clear when you were singing.
Okay, cool.
Send an email to Daniela. You'll get your T-shirt.
Okay, bye.
See you, buddy. That's great.
That was awesome.
I like the studio participation.
Yeah.
You guys aren't bad.
So, but we still need one person to qualify.
That wasn't a qualifier. You want to do it now while we're at it?
Absolutely.
Call now, 888-401-BEER. The first person to get through and sing us Pale Ale is a Friend of Mine is qualified to win a kegging system from Northern Brewer at northernbrewer.com. I would really prefer if you were bottling right now, rather than a kegger who wants to give the thing to somebody else. So, 888-401-BEER. Last qualifier of the day for the kegging system from Northern Brewer. These guys are passing around shot glasses in here.
I'm walking home, by the way.
Can you cuss, by the way?
Yes. I saw this.
Yeah.
I've seen this.
Shut up.
I've seen this distilling process before.
Yeah.
Like last night. But,
yeah.
Woo! This is nice. It's a nice beer schnapps. It's very, very cool.
You guys are all howling in here as you're doing
This is
it.
fucking insane.
Isn't it?
Viewer discretion
Aaron?
is advised for the rest
awesome.
of the show.
Thanks, Doc.
All right, let me check this out. Should I smell it first? Or
Daniela liked this.
Oh man, just the
No,
just the smell. I didn't taste it yet. I just took a whiff.
This is smoking. This is good.
So, Aaron, how did you do this?
Yeah, who is this, please?
This is the old ale we just tried. I took it to a local distillery, and I took 3. Justin loves it.
Are you okay, Jay?
My head just spun around in its place.
I took 3 half-barrel kegs there, and I walked away with a 5-gallon corny keg.
Really?
So it reduced the 9.5% to 140 proof distillate that you have here.
140 proof. That's a boy.
70%.
Aaron, that's smoking.
It has a really nice flavor.
And retained the chocolate character.
Yeah.
And you can taste the hops in there.
I mean, it burns like a gas fire, but
it does not.
It tastes nice. You know what I'm talking about, right? It burns, doesn't it?
I need a Zantac or two.
Yeah. I'll tell you, if it was cold a second ago, it's hot.
I'll just take mine before I get here. So.
What's the deal with this caller, Daniela?
This caller's girlfriend wants to sing the homebrew song for qualifying her boyfriend.
Oh, caller, you're on the air.
Yes, sorry.
Doesn't sound like a caller's girlfriend to me.
Here she is right here. Amanda, talk.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Who are we talking to? Any name's fine.
Amanda is her name.
This is Amanda?
I think so.
Can you hear me, Amanda?
That's what Chef said.
Yeah, barely.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm just I'm playing with your connection. I meant your phone connection. So what's the deal here? Does your boyfriend only bottle right now?
My boyfriend kegs.
He kegs?
Yeah. My boyfriend kegs.
All right. Daniela, what's happening here? You want to explain to me what the deal is?
I think the train's leaving the station right about now.
Were you just calling in to sing the homebrew song for fun?
Well, see, my boyfriend was going to sing the homebrew song, and since I've only been homebrewing for 2 years, and he's been homebrewing for almost 10,
I see.
he was going to try and win it for me.
For you, because you don't have a kegging system.
No, I don't have my own.
Have you been drinking tonight, Amanda? You have.
Join the crowd.
Right on!
Roger from Drake's right there, folks. All right, I'll tell you what, because I think you're fun already.
Oh, great.
I won't accept your boyfriend singing the homebrew song, because he's already got a kegging system. But if you sing us the homebrew song, I will qualify you to win the keg system.
But I don't know the words.
Are you naked?
Oh, dear. You're going to get me in trouble with my boyfriend.
Don't worry, Amanda. I'm turning Doc off.
So, what are you wearing?
I'm just trying to give her a qualifier.
Oh, man.
Or is it, well,
I love it. It's turned into the stripper show.
This happens all the time when I'm on KFOG, all the time.
That's what I was thinking, yeah. The San Francisco radio station loves this kind of thing. All right.
That's actually Frisco.
Amanda, if I play you the song, do you think you could sing it back?
I don't know. I'm not very good at singing.
Perfect. I'll play you the song. Hang on a second. Give it a listen, because I won't accept
I'm listening.
All right, here you go.
Friend of mine, and I sure like good barley wine. Chocolate porter, cherry stout, don't you know what I am talking about? Don't you give me that American crude, boy, I want a real homebrew. Homebrew, don't you really love it?
What do you think so far?
Are you there?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
All right. Yeah, I'm getting a little bit of feedback. I can't really sing, but
Give it a go.
Hear that train?
Give it a try. You'll be all right. Ready?
Oh, man. But I sure like a good barley wine. Homebrew, homebrew. Don't you give me none of that American crude. I don't know the words.
She made a good effort.
I'm trying.
Well, we got to vote on this. Let's get a few other people to do
If I tell you
it.
I'm naked, does that count for anything?
Wait a minute. Wait. Say that again. Wait. Did you just say you're completely naked? All right. I'll tell you what, Amanda. You hang in there. I'm writing your name down here, and I'm drawing a picture of you naked. I'm gonna hang up on you, and we're gonna take a call. We're gonna take another caller, and
That's perfect.
And but I'm not saying you're excluded yet. We might vote on you.
Okay.
And I'll tell you what could help your cause is if you post pics of yourself in the chat room for people to look at. But I'm just kidding. That's not going to help. I won't decide on that.
It'll help.
You can do whatever you want.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I mean, I'm not saying you have to.
I'm just saying.
But if you felt so inclined, it might sway the judges. I'm going to leave it up to the judges. In the meantime, I'm going to take somebody else who maybe doesn't have a kegging system home at all and see how they
and
sing.
knows the words.
Is that cool?
Perfect. Yeah, the words. Sorry.
All right. You stay by the radio because I might make you call back.
All right.
Thank you, Amanda.
Bye.
All right. Poor girl. What's going on here? 888-401-BEER. Call in and sing us the homebrew song. We're still looking for someone to qualify to win a complete kegging system. Not sure if they want me to use their name anymore, but from Northern Brewer at northernbrewer.com. And it's a good thing to have. Let me tell you, I really want to give it to somebody who only bottles and has been looking for a keg system for a long time. And that's what I'm looking for. So if you can call 888-401-BEER, you don't have to be crazy or drunk or anything. You just got to sing the homebrew song a little bit, and I'll register you to do the thing. We're gonna make a vote here. Daniela, what's going on over there?
Not much.
Angry. Very angry.
Dirty looks. You don't like this kind of
I want to
content?
hear Jameel sing.
Yes.
Now, Jameel can play, though.
Yeah, he already, come on, that guy's
Well,
like Guy's got more things on tap than Sean does at 21st.
Hey, what's that, 3?
Yeah.
Hey, we got Strong Beer Month coming up, remember that?
Bring it strong. Bring it strong.
Man, you guys still pouring that distillate Aaron's passing around over there, or what?
Just to the people that care. There you go, Brett.
You brought it in a flask, even.
Oh, yeah. What's that?
With a silver flask.
You got a corny keg full of this stuff?
Indeed, yes.
Tastes good, I think. I like it.
It's got the flavor. I'm telling you,
it's a German thing, I think. So, yeah, I like it too.
I think that the Shuttle Challenger could make it out of the atmosphere on this stuff. That's how much it burns.
No, I think it tastes very smooth, actually.
Well, you know the true way to drink it is to do a bomb of that in the Diorsi triple
like
X Old Ale. That's what this is called.
Like
it's
a car bomb type of thing.
Exactly. I've done it, and it smooths it out, of course. But
see, now you're speaking my language because it kind of sisses it out a bit. You know, you get a little beer with it instead.
Yeah, and it's a party game on top of
it. It is.
It's turning into a frat party quick in here.
Where are you hiding this 5-gallon keg, by the way, at the Beach Chalet?
What's that smell?
That is also a mystery, along with the bottled DRC that we have in front of us.
I think people are afraid to qualify now. It's 888-401-BEER. All you got to do is
singing thing. They're all afraid to sing.
I know, but hey, these things don't come cheap. You got to earn it.
I'll sing for somebody.
Claudia, you should sing.
What do you want to sing?
This just into the news.
I'll sing whatever.
I'll make Claudia sing.
Yeah. Just for the hell of it.
Come on. I got the lyrics.
Come on, Claudia. Let's do this. You sing for somebody here in the chat room. You just pick any name of the guys in here except for Jamil, and you sing for the guy.
Myself for somebody else.
Why not?
Because it's fun for us.
Who cares?
Part of the show. It's good radio.
Then we can laugh. Damn it.
Who cares?
John, give me the words.
All right.
No.
I'm a loser, anyways.
I can't do it.
You gotta do it.
Come on. We'll sing together.
Because I got one more thing. Hey, let's do Stump the Brewer while we're at it. Stump the Brewer questions. Send them in. We got things to give away from Beach Chalet.
Now, this is all 3 brewers, all right?
Yeah,
we can.
You know what?
We'll let you collaborate.
All right.
When I was on the show last time, I'm not
Aaron,
Stump the Brewer.
They've all done it before. You're a solo.
I think I got enough.
There's only one person who's ever been on the show that did awesome at Stump the Brewer, and that was the Bison Brewery.
Really?
Was it Dan Gordon? My bad. Not Dan. No, Dan did okay. Yeah. But Bison Brewery answered 6 questions before he finally got stumped.
It's crazy, Jack.
Go ahead. You're on.
Did he get that stupid well one like I got? What the hell was that all about?
I know, you get weird ones.
Yeah.
What do we got going on?
Thanks, guy.
Crazy Jack.
Crazy Jack.
He said you mentioned somebody being crazy, and this is why he thought he could call him.
Come on, we're just dying up here without you. Come on, sweetheart, get up here.
Hey, Crazy Jack, you're on the air.
Why do you call my fiance sweetheart? What's going on here?
How are you, buddy?
Got a problem here.
Is it crazier over there than it is here?
Well, you know me. I've never have. I don't have anything here other than bottles.
That's pretty pathetic.
Yeah, I don't know if that means that you need a kegging system or you're surrounded by empty bottles. You gotta help me out with that.
Okay, are you ready?
Wait. Are you telling me that you don't have a kegging system, Crazy Jack?
That's right.
Okay, all right, you could qualify. Sing away.
Ale is a friend of mine. Barley wine. Oh, chocolate. Let's see. Oh, I can't. Ale is a friend of mine. Chocolate porter and cherry stout.
That's the second first, Jack.
You're doing good. Keep going.
Come on.
We're helping you. We're helping you. Keep going.
Ale is a friend of mine. Chocolate stout and cherry stout. Well, don't give me the crazy American brew.
That's awesome.
Talking about home brew.
Are those the lyrics right there?
It's yours, Jack. You're qualified. Yeah. I love it. You're qualified, Jack. I love it.
Well, I'm going to be with you guys next week, too.
You're coming out here?
Yeah, because I talked to Vinny, and he said he'll meet me there.
Do you know Vinny? Do you know Vinny, Crazy Jack?
Yeah, I went up there and got some beer for my son. I'll tell you about it next week.
Okay. Does Vinny know you're coming?
Something tells
Yep.
me Vinny doesn't want him here.
What's that, Roger?
Something tells me that Vinny doesn't want some guy named Crazy Jack here.
Vinny's got a stalker.
Crazy Jack's awesome, actually. I'm happy he's coming in.
Crazy Jack's, the sound of his name is more ominous than
I'm
Crazy
turning you
Jack.
off, Doc. Don't do
Well,
that.
you know what? I'll
He's
meet all
crazy.
you guys one of these other times, too.
Yeah.
What if you want me to join the bucket time?
All right, here's the deal. Crazy Jack, I'll let you in the studio next week if you bring one of your puppets.
Oh, you
I'm serious. You got
That sounds safe.
You got to bring a puppet, and for the whole show, I want you to pretend that the puppet is Vinny. And
alter ego.
And so whenever Vinny is talking, the puppet is Vinny's alter ego.
Yeah, hello there. Yes, I put the Brettanomyces in the oak barrel.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, we're gonna have.
Whoa.
We're going to get the cameras up to watch this stuff.
I'm thinking if you bring a puppet, I'll get a camera, man.
Okay.
That's what I'm thinking.
Alrighty, I will do that.
All right, and you are qualified now to win a full kegging system from northernbrewer.com. Thanks for the call, Jack.
All right, thanks so much, too. Bye.
See you, buddy.
That's all riding on that puppet thing.
How awesome is that going to be? Come on. Vinny's going to be trying to give us serious information, and we're going to have Crazy Jack.
You have to have the puppet behind him, though.
You're
So
rocking
it's mocking
the puppet.
him?
Yeah.
It's all Simcoe hops.
Yeah.
Natalie's here somewhere. I don't know.
So, I was trying to brew last week, and
Hey, Vinny, that's Sean, by the way.
funny thing was, it started raining real hard. The whole brewery filled up with water. But, we had plenty of water for the brew. Thanks for having me, guys.
What is that sound you're doing? What is it? That's your, like, puppet sound?
Yeah, that's my puppet sound.
That's Vinny the puppet.
You ever heard a puppet that didn't sound like that?
That's exactly what I was trying to do.
Just waiting for the paper boy. Waiting for the good news. You gotta step to your hamstrings.
Oh, man.
And Pliny the Elder, I don't even know what it means.
Yeah.
Waiting for the good news.
I just thought of a really good name.
I have a feeling that Vinny's not even going to show up next week.
Caller, you're on the air.
Do blow-up dolls count as a puppet?
Does what?
Do blow-up dolls count as a puppet?
Blow-up dolls absolutely count as puppets, and if Jack brings a blow-up doll, it's even better.
What's his blow-up puppet's name?
Yeah.
Where does the hand go in?
Roger, this isn't serious radio.
Oh. My bad.
It's like the Howard Stern.
Man. Guess what, Crotch?
What's up?
You probably just helped us drop about 35 new listeners.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it.
You're so welcome.
How'd the brew cam go today, Crotch?
It went awesome. It went absolutely awesome.
Crotchrock.com is the location of the new brew cam. And
With a K.
with a K, that's right.
'Cause God knows what you'll get with the C.
You might be better off, as a matter of fact. Crotchrot has done a nice video that shows you how to brew all grain, and it goes through the whole process, and it looks real good. It's condensed down to 30 minutes. Anybody can watch it, even if you're on dial-up, because he's
all the way
compressed
from
it
the
too.
part where he walks into the store to get his grain.
Yeah, he filmed he filmed himself buying the grain, the whole bit. It's a good way if you're an extract brewer and you need to see it done before you move over to all grain. Check it out because it's really the way to go. And you premiered it today. What, at 4:00 or so?
Yeah, over on the West Coast it was 4, East Coast it was 7. Yeah, it went real great. B3 stepped up real big. It was nice.
Okay. Good job. It looked good. B3 was a big sponsor of it, and they gave some stuff away. And you still have it up now. If people logged in, they could still watch it, right?
Yeah. It's I'm going to leave it as a permanent fixture on the site because I figure people are going to be falling into this hobby down the road, and there's going to be extract guys that aren't ready to convert now, but they might be in 2 months or whatever. And so I'll just leave it up.
Okay. Good idea.
So yeah, it's just going to stay up there on the site. The guys can check it out whenever.
I saw Crotchrot's wife today. He sent me a picture. She's pretty hot. And the reason I say that is because Crotch is about as ugly as I am. Like, this man is not a pretty man. And
That's right.
I don't know what you did, buddy. Same thing I did, I guess.
The same thing you did. What are you talking about?
That's right. I don't know what you did, but good work. And I'm thinking that the next video shouldn't be hosted by you. It should be your wife.
Well, yeah, I'd already kind of thought about that too. You know, you can make like a hee-haw version where she comes out and yells, have half her teeth blacked out, yelling.
Yeah.
God dang it, you're brewing again.
Yeah.
It'd be pretty funny.
Hey, as long as she's wearing Daisy Dukes, man, I don't care what she says.
If your wife is hot, I don't think I want her teeth blacked out.
Depends on what you're going
What the hell are we talking about?
Oh, yeah, you do.
Hey, thanks, Crotch.
All right, later.
See you, buddy.
What the hell was that all about?
Oh my God.
Oh boy. I don't even know.
How you doing
I'm
over
supposed
there,
to
Jay?
move on to serious stuff from here because I got some questions from the chat.
All right.
We really have. We have the brewer question.
Oh, it is?
The show.
All right, let's
the hell are you
try
saying?
to make something a little serious.
All right, let's
Stump the Brewer. Roger, Aaron, and Sean. Although, Aaron, you're the main guy here. You're going to have to give it a go before they help
All
you
right.
out.
And you know what? You
They're my auxiliaries.
You can tap off.
Yeah, you can tap out. And this is
You have 2 outs.
this is for a Beach Chalet
Some stupid
T-shirt.
You're backed up, baby.
And by the way, Aaron was nice enough to bring several things from Beach Chalet, so we can do a couple of these to give some good stuff away. This one is for a Beach Chalet T-shirt. Aaron, what is the difference between ale and lager yeast? They didn't
Let me answer that one. One's called an ale, the other one's called a lager.
That's the main difference.
Okay.
Well, besides having different fermentation temperatures, there's a sugar called raffinose that lager yeast can ferment and ale yeast cannot. And yeah, well, people try to designate between the different temperatures, but you can brew you can ferment a lager yeast at a higher temperature as an ale yeast, and some ale yeast you can even ferment at lager temperatures. So people usually distinguish them that way, but technically, yes, the trisaccharide raffinose is the difference.
Let me tell you
Is that
something.
true?
Let me tell you something.
That is true.
That's true.
You're absolutely right.
You really do learn something new every day.
Here's
UC Davis program.
Here's what I'm thinking, right? You could have said the easy answer, but you went, and he actually put the answer that you said, which is not the easy answer, is what he was looking for, right? Top fermenting and bottom fermenting between ale and lager yeast, right?
Oh, that's all.
That would have been the simple thing, right? But you went right to the horse's mouth here. He says, yep, it ferments 2 different types of sugars, and you even named the types of sugars.
Yeah.
Brewer not stumped. Yeah. So, no shirt.
All right, Aaron.
No shirt for you.
Why don't you just shred that card and throw it over your shoulder?
Okay. Another Stump the Brewer for you.
Is it warm in here or is it just me?
When was home brewing legalized by the U.S. government? What year? Anybody got a beer to pour me over?
19. Let's see.
You're half right so far.
Yes, thank you.
Can we give him a clue?
17.
What president was in office?
Silence falls over the studio.
I'll go with Carter, Jimmy Carter. And it was 79?
76.
I'll say 74 and a half.
I'll say 76.
But
I got 78 as far as the listener.
I'm sure they Googled it. It must be correct.
They probably Googled it.
Brewer
nice
stumped.
Google.
Brewer stumped. Send Daniela, you know who it was? Send Daniela an email. Daniela@thebrewingnetwork.com. Include the question, please, and your username in the chat room. And
it's MedTech.
It's MedTech. Okay, There you go. MedTech gets a shirt. Keep them coming because we got more. I think I have 1 more shirt and 3 hats to give away. You brought 3 hats too, right?
Yes.
Got a lot of stuff to give away. Keep the Stump the Brewers coming. If you want to call in, that's fine too. 888-401-BEER. What the hell did you guys bring to give away, Sean? Nothing, huh?
Just our love, Justin.
You got a caller there too.
Oh, I do? Oops. Caller, you're on the air.
Hey, Justin. I thought I did pretty good on Stump the Brewer.
Who are we talking to?
This is Jamel.
Oh. Oh, I know. You're supposed to recognize everybody's voice, I guess.
That's right.
You sounded like Crazy Jack there for a second.
You betcha. Me and my puppets.
Flying kites.
Wait for the good news.
How are you, Jamil?
I'm doing just great.
Jamil Zainashev on the line here, doing a new show on the Brewing Network coming, is it next Monday?
The 16th.
Monday,
whatever day that is.
Monday the 16th, doing it along with John Plissé here. And if you think that we're screwing around too much, tune in to the Jameel Show, because he's going to have all the fun, but a heck of a lot more good information.
Hey, what are you getting at? I mean...
nothing. You guys are great. You guys are awesome.
Basically,
I'm out of here.
all information, no fun.
The funny thing is, Jameel, I got a post today in the forum that said, I like your guys' show. It's good entertainment, and I like the other show that does a lot more basic techniques. A show kind of in the middle of the road would be good that had, more information. And I'm thinking, dude, it's already coming, man. Just tune in the Jameel Show on Monday the 16th at 10 a.m. because you guys are going to be a good information source. Am I right?
Yeah, that, or it'll just be a bunch of grab ass and beer drinking, and then you'll have two of the same show.
I'll tell you what, Jameel, you're good at this promo thing.
Yeah, you are.
yeah, it'll be great. It'll be great. Absolutely, it's what people want to hear, and we'll have lots of it.
Yeah. Were you calling in to sing the Pale Ale song?
Please.
Of course. Come on,
Somebody was
Jameel.
asking me to earlier, but
please.
No.
Come on, Jameel.
Give
I
us
was going to do my Dr. Scott drunken impression.
Oh,
there, do that too.
That really isn't that hard.
Do it.
I like the drunken Dr. Scott.
You know who does it the best is JP.
I know,
JP just does it the best.
Jameel, you're not bad though. Yeah, the thing is, it's the repeat. It's not just the slur; it's the repeat.
Because I know I fucked it up the first time, and I want to fuck it up a second time.
I think we need the drunken Dr. Scott puppet.
It's a good idea. I might call Crazy
I
Jack.
hate to see what that puppet would look like.
I might call him back and tell him to bring two puppets.
No, Scott has generously agreed to fill in for me if I can't make the show.
Oh, that's cool.
At any time, so
you're a good
and
fill-in.
since it's noon, I'm most likely not going to be hammered. So
yeah, you're a good fill-in. That's awesome.
It's actually 10
a.m.
That's a good backup.
So and I'm not working Mondays, so that'd be fine.
So I gave you your own page on our website, Jameel.
I saw. I just need the login and password so I can actually put something up there.
I'll send it to you.
There you go.
I'll send it to you.
Cool.
All right. I'm looking forward to it. That's January 16th. It's a Monday. It's going to happen at 10 a.m. And, of course, Jameel Show will also be available via podcast. So if you can't tune in live, don't sweat it. You can download his podcast, and we'll put that link right up on his page, too. Cool?
All righty. Thanks.
All right, Jameel. Thanks for calling, man.
Wait. He's going to sing.
Yeah, come on,
Jameel. Come on.
Come on, sing.
Pale Ale is a friend of mine. Come on.
That's all right. You don't have to sing. Thanks, Jameel.
All right. Bye-bye.
See you, buddy.
I'll sing.
Trying to keep the integrity of some of our hosts on the show, Credibility is important.
Love a good barley wine.
Apparently his co-host is okay doing it, though. Okay. You want to sing along with the song, John?
I do. Let's bring it up.
Yeah,
ready?
you're doing it.
Well, come on, bring it. As a friend of mine, I sure love a good barley wine. Chocolate porter, cherry stout. Don't you know what I'm talking about? Homebrew. Homebrew. Can't get nothing of it. Homebrew. I blows my mind. I love homebrew all the time.
Sean, you're like a Beastie Boy.
Like, check it out.
Yeah, you come in on like every other word. Brew, ale, mine,
stout,
cherry, stout. Yeah, I like that. That's good. Is this more Stump the Brewer, Daniela?
That was fun. Oh, that was a good time.
What brewery, I hope there's only one, what brewery is located in Bury St. Edmunds, England? Come on, guys.
Oh, boy.
Kill me now. What's it again?
Bury St. Edmunds, England. B-U-R-Y. Bury St. Edmunds?
Bury St. Edmunds.
Do I get a 50-50 on that?
England.
Can we call a friend?
Do you want a lifeline?
Yes, a lifeline.
Hello, AT&T.
411?
We only accept incoming calls.
Do I get to Google that?
You don't get to Google it. You get to give it a guess, though.
St. Edwards, England.
St. Edward's, Guinness, isn't it?
You're in the hot seat, Aaron. It's not me. I'm having a good
England,
time.
that's in Ireland. I'm going to go with Beach Chalet.
Yeah.
It's a block.
Yeah. Is it Greenling, Daniela? Greenling.
Greenling?
I'm going to go with Greenling.
No, I'm sorry, Green King.
Green King.
In England.
I'm going to go with Green King.
Stumped.
Stumped. What are we giving for that? A hat or a shirt? What do you want to give, Aaron?
That was a
A hat?
hardcore question.
All right.
The answer is, who cares?
I got one more shirt to give away and 2 more hats. So that's a couple more Stump the Brewers.
3 things.
Thank you.
Thanks, Doc.
I actually do appreciate
this
that.
guy's valuable. You keep him around for a reason, don't you?
Erwin.
Hey, don't say it unless you got it.
You're like out of Lord of the Rings now.
My precious.
They're actually calling me the Gollum.
Aaron, in true Brewing Network fashion, getting very comfortable in his chair.
I'm sitting on the deck.
It's about time.
Who won that?
Okay. I like this one. This one's good.
That's good.
Okay, Mr. I used to homebrew and now I'm commercial.
Yes. Big hot shot.
What is the BJCP guideline for the original gravity of an old ale?
Ooh.
It's a little range in there. There's some range.
Look at that. There's even, I didn't know one existed, actually.
Was it OGFG?
Do you know the BJCP, you know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yes, the Brewing Judge Certificate Program.
Exactly. So for competition, they put up these guidelines, and for the old ale, it is within this range for the OG.
Is it in this century that they're talking about, too?
I think so. I think they've given you a little leeway with that.
In Plato, can I do it in Plato?
If Doc can convert it, you can do it in Plato.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's see. What do they usually do? They do it's pretty large. 19 to 22, Plato.
It's 10:58 to.
For 19, Plato?
No. 10:68 to
19 times 4.
19,
yeah.
it's basically 19 times 4. That's
20 times 4 plus
1.87.
Yeah.
0.87.
10:78 to 10:88.
Okay. It's 1060 to 1108.
Oh.
But that's such a old ale is just it's.
But hey, it's the BJCP.
Yeah. It was sort of
a guideline, baby.
Exactly.
Well, if you look at designing beers, what you guys were talking about earlier.
Roger, watch your tongue. You'll disappear overnight if you're not careful.
he was within the realm.
But according to designing great beers, it's anywhere from 12 Plato to 22 Plato.
So he's in the realm.
Ray Daniels is not the BJCP.
Aaron makes a good point. So you want
who is the
what is it?
BJ?
What is it?
What is this cult?
In Plato?
Even if I'm thinking that you got to give or take a few for your conversion there. I think it was pretty close.
At the range,
Yeah.
he's in the range.
Yeah.
Not stumped. That's my ruling. It's the official Brewcaster ruling. Not stumped. Keep them coming. I got stuff to give away. You got another one, Daniela?
Yeah, explain the Crabtree effect.
Crabtree effect?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Sounds like a doctor needs to become.
It's a very short answer, actually. He has it in one line here.
There's a slight itchy burning sensation.
I had that cleared up years ago, by the way. That's
good. Go ahead, Aaron.
Can you spell that, please?
Can you use it in a sentence?
Yes, exactly. That's what I was going for next.
Can you just give me the definition, please?
Crabtree.
Is it crab or crab?
C-R-A-B tree.
Wow.
You got it?
And it seems to be beer related too.
I've heard of it
I don't
before.
think the spelling's right, though.
He wrote it C as in Caesar, R-A-B tree.
I can't help you, Aaron.
The crab.
I've been in that hot seat.
I'm thinking the
before. You're on
crab
your own.
cycle, but I don't know if that relates.
That's where the tree or the crabs grow.
Give the crab cycle. That might help.
Nope.
If it's right, we'll. Are you saying no? That don't even start with that.
No, I can't help it.
No, you can't.
No, I've heard of it, like you. I've heard of it, but no, I can't put my finger on it.
All right, what's the answer, Daniela?
It is when yeast stops fermenting in the presence of glucose, causes stuck ferments.
Yeah.
So stumped.
It's the high, it's the
Dude,
high, it's the high
I
gravity,
knew that, and I didn't go to that
gravity
stupid
ferment.
school.
I'm quitting my job.
You saved yourself $10,000.
I had no idea. All right, Brewer stumped. That. What do you want to give him, Aaron? A hat or I got one shirt and two hats. What do you want to give him?
Let's go with hat since we got.
There you go.
Get it down to one shirt, one hat now.
One shirt, one hat. Who was that, Danielle?
That was George.
George.
Proud owner of a new hat.
George gets a hat. Send an email to Daniela.
Hat.
Another one.
Hat.
Go ahead.
What year was Foster's Lager first brewed?
Jesus.
Where did they get these questions?
Straight from the can.
Straight from Google.
Yeah. Gotta love Google.
You're on your own.
You chat room bastards.
Doc's all angry.
He's like alienating your audience right now.
I know. Angry Doc over there.
Well, he gets a week off there.
I love it.
It's not on the can. Stumped.
I want natural knowledge, not.
Make a guess then, Aaron.
1962.
No, I was actually surprised. He says it's in 1888.
I was going to say that.
Really?
But,
Hey, quality takes time, boys. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know if that's
Longer than
correct,
that
though.
long?
1888?
Well-
I don't know. I would much rather go with your answer, Aaron.
Oz said the guys went over there, they brewed the beer, they came back, and I said, can we send them back? And I thought,
Then
they're
what
probably
one?
dead.
Yeah, probably did.
When was it developed? That's the main.
Oh, F you. That's funny.
You get a hat.
Aaron gets to go home with his own hat. All right, who was that?
That was Oz, and as Oz is not allowed to win anything, he will have to pick somebody to give it to.
Actually, Oz is not allowed to win a shirt, but he can win a hat.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right, and I guess Oz won a
Has
hat.
he gotten any shirts?
He's not. That's why I'm happy to give him a hat.
And he won't get a hat.
We're gonna put that in the Oz pile, which is over in the corner.
And he won't get a hat either.
No. I got one shirt left to give away. Stump the Brewer's going to do it.
Make it like a technical question.
I've got a hat.
And call in 888-401-BEER. It's going to be a call in.
I
Stump
think
the
the
Brewer.
Crabtree was pretty technical.
Want a phone
That
call?
was very Crabtree.
Give Danielle a break in the chat room over there.
yeah, Crabtree.
We'll be using it all next week.
All right, I just want to, while we're doing this, we're going to wrap things up here pretty soon. 888-401-BEER for the last Stump the Brewer. I got a shirt to give away. Thank you to Northern Brewer for giving up a keg system to give to one of you lucky listeners. We have registered 3 people tonight. We're going to do 3 people for the next 3 weeks, which is going to add up to something around 12, right, guys? And that's going to be 12 people registered to win a kegging system from northernbrewer.com. Amanda, hey, good effort tonight, but no picks means no keg. Sorry. No good for you. Plus, your dude's got a kegging system right at home. It's like giving one to Sean's
wife.
What do you have, Sean?
I have a girlfriend.
Thank you. Sean's girlfriend.
You're in San Francisco.
I have a puppet.
I'm sorry, Frisco, what was his name again?
Yeah.
Your significant other.
Do that, guy.
I'm bringing her next time.
Okay.
Since everybody else brought their girlfriends.
Well, we need T-shirt models. So.
Oh, you'll get it, Dr. Scott.
Oh, cool.
We've already volunteered Doc's wife and John's wife and my wife, I guess.
You pay for that. You're going to pay for that.
Wow, she just turned her own microphone off on that one.
It's like it's couch time.
Some sound sleep on that couch, though. I'll tell you that right now. Caller? Yeah, let's get him on the air. No? Are they talking your ear off over there? Yeah. Caller, you're on the air.
How are the teeth?
Hey, guys, this is Darren or Gucci.
Hey, Gooch, what's happening?
Not much, man. I'm enjoying Hawaii.
What are you doing in Hawaii?
You know, you pay your tax dollars, I get to go to Hawaii on business.
I like that.
I hope you enjoy that.
Gucci, our
Son of a bitch.
esteemed member of the armed forces, What are you now? You're like a corporal or something?
I'm a general now.
Lieutenant Colonel.
A private parts. That or a major dumbass. That's what you called me this morning in the brew show.
I know, it is.
Touche.
I could have called you Private Nutsack.
Yep, well, that's your hat.
Yeah, that's true. Gucci sent us some great Christmas gifts. We appreciate that.
Thanks, Gooch, for the hat.
Are you calling to Stump the Brewer?
Yeah.
Do it.
All right, what's the difference between Abbey and Trappist ales?
John, put your hand down.
Okay, Abbey and Trappist ales are both brewed by monks, but Trappist monks have to brew under a more stricter regimen than Abbey ales. The monks that brew the Abbey ales.
Yeah?
Is that good enough?
Good.
Yep, that's right. The Trappist ales, there are only 6 of them, actually.
Yes.
And so they're in order for the beer, like the biggest one is Orval, which is the one that they've actually licensed out to other brewers to make. So, right on.
What you been drinking in Hawaii there, Gooch?
Kona Brewing Company Fire Rock Pale Ale.
The Fire Rock, huh?
Yeah.
Gooch, what island?
Also, earlier I went over to Dan Gordon's place. They got one over here in one of the shopping centers. They got a microbrewery.
What island are you on?
Cool.
Nice.
I even showed up with my shirt on.
Gooch, what island are you on?
Oahu.
Hey, can you press mute, please, Jay? Jesus Christ.
What island are you on?
What island? God damn it. Who do I have to blow to hear what island you're on?
Don't make me come over there and bitch slap you.
Yeah, well,
I'm right on Waikiki Beach. I appreciate, nice view of the ocean and everything.
I love Africa.
That's right. Is that anywhere near Madagascar?
Yeah. Oh.
No, it's in near Tasmania.
So you went up to the Kona Brewing Company up there? They have that pub up there, like just north of Waikiki? Is that right?
Yeah, I just picked up a couple 6-packs and got back in a taxi, pretty much.
How long are you there for?
I leave tomorrow morning. We're heading to Okinawa.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What do you got to do there? A little prostitute pickup?
We call them ladies of the night.
Sorry.
Nope. So actually, we're doing my job, flying a tanker and dragging fighters back home. So they're coming from the desert.
What do? You like stuff them in the plane or something?
Yeah, I wish it was that easy because I could fly faster.
You gotta just escort
do air fueling.
Oh, you fuel? Oh, gotcha. That makes sense.
You don't get to fly the hot
Ask John, he knows.
What do you
I
know?
hope he knows.
Do you know, John?
Maybe.
That works out of Travis.
It's like being really secretive right now. It's like...
Yeah. What are you, in the CIA all of a sudden, John?
I can't say.
Gucci, he knows that Gucci will kill him if he talks.
No.
When are you out of there, Gucci? You coming home soon or what?
I don't know. The word is that we're going to be picked off and we're going to do another mission. So, who knows? Maybe I'm trying to get over towards Oz and see what he's doing.
A little Australian thing?
Maybe you can come out and see us sometime.
Yeah. I only lived there for 4 years before I had to move again.
Now you're in Jersey, huh?
Anyways, I just wanted to, and one last Stump the Brewer question, even though it's not a real one.
Do it.
What temperature range for black patent and chocolate malts? And if they answer it, if they don't, then give it to somebody. So.
Sounds good. Thanks, Gooch.
All right, guys. We'll talk to you later.
See ya.
Is that the kilning temperature?
Yeah, that's a...
Or your mashing temperature?
I think you meant kilning.
Oh.
You got an answer either way?
500.
Bring it home, Aaron.
I'll take
Bring
it
it home.
I'm going 501.
Killing temperature
Bob,
300.
325.
I hung up on him, so it doesn't matter.
I guess we'll never know.
You won!
What's this? You want to read this, Daniela? Read it. So I don't know what you're talking about there.
Okay, this was a question from Danny. It's actually a brewing-related question.
Wow.
And the question is, how do people connect stuff to the inside of Polarware pots? Do you know what Polarware pots are?
Yes, we do.
And they...
No, actually I don't.
You don't?
Polarware?
Yeah, that's what they write here.
No, all right.
And then there's another hint. There are no threads and no friction fit doesn't seem to cut it. So...
What was the question to begin with?
Polarware is
how
actually a manufacturer.
do people connect stuff to it?
Oh, yeah, you mean like weld fittings to it?
Well, there are two types of Polarware kettles. One is a 15-gallon actual brew kettle, which has no coupler or a half-inch coupler welded into place. Okay. So you can actually siphon out of that Polarware kettle. There's also another modified Polarware kettle, 15-gallon, which has two coupler fittings, half-inch barbed, fittings. And you can actually have a ball valve coming out on the bottom of that 15-gallon pour kettle that actually has a 3/8 inch hole going out of the boil kettle on the bottom. I use that personally on my mash tun at home on my brew system, and that's what I use for my mash screen. They have a perforated actually mash screen on the bottom of their 15-inch pullover kettle, and I think the efficiency is quite great. And the gauge is steel.
What the? How come all of a sudden
You know the great thing about sharing a mic with him is that he's so goddamn good looking when he talks like that.
Yeah. One of the main things is with Polarware.
Easy, Frisco.
Polarware is a heavier gauge stainless steel kettle, and most people think that makes it a better kettle. It's not always so, because when you get too heavy, when you're pushing your heat up and down, you don't have as much control over it. So you gotta really wonder about that. So when you get a thick gauge stainless steel, you want to pull down your temperature a little bit. It's not going to be as responsive.
Okay. But
so
the two connectors...
Thicker's not always better.
But the connector deals you're talking about are either the siphon or the ball valve at the bottom.
There's a coupler welded into it, so you can have a ball valve or no ball valve.
Can you weld into this thing?
Yes, you can.
Yes, you can.
Caller, you're on the air.
You can weld into a ball valve?
No, you weld a ball valve into it.
Caller?
Just slow down.
You there?
Yeah, are you there?
I'm here. Who are we talking to?
You're talking to Rich.
Hey, Rich. How you doing, buddy?
What's going on, man?
Oh, just having a couple beers.
Sitting around with some friends.
Sitting around some friends is a good thing to do.
That's right. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Tennessee.
I like that. A little.
Are you in a dry county?
No, we're not in a dry county, nor am I dry.
Oh, that's good. That's
Okay.
good both ways, actually.
That's
good. Like the Southern drawl. What you calling for?
Well, I was going to call for Stumpage Brewer if you guys ain't been stumped yet.
You know what? You're just in time.
Great.
I think I got one thing left to give away.
The brewer's not here.
But the brewer's not here. That's all right. We'll stump Roger and Sean, right?
Stump the brewer.
The smart one left.
Go for it. What's the question?
The question is, what is the length of years that the alcohol prohibition lasted in the United States?
So we're talking, do you want the year start and year end, or just like the total number of years?
Total number of years. I mean, I guess the year starting end would be a bonus.
Should we let the owner of 21st Amendment answer that?
21st Amendment, go for that one.
Do it, Sean.
Justin, I have no idea what this man's talking about. It started in 1920 and went to December 5th, 1933, when the 18th Amendment was overturned by the 21st Amendment, basically repealing the Prohibition Amendment and making everything today legally possible.
Total number of years?
Cool.
13.
Except for the homebrewing, obviously.
Awesome, you guys. That is exactly right. Do I get a T-shirt for being the weekly drunkard, maybe?
Yeah, what the hell?
Yeah, why not?
Right? Yeah, that sounds great to me, actually. In fact, I'm glad you reminded me that I need.
Is this my grandfather from Tennessee? Thanks for calling in, setting me up for that question.
No, I might be your fifth cousin from Tennessee.
Fifth cousin, right?
I'll bet
you married my sister. Then is what you're saying.
It's probably your uncle and your cousin.
All right.
That's like my cousin.
This is good. I'm kidding. Good question. Good question.
Yeah, you win, buddy. I'll send you a Beach Chalet T-shirt, courtesy of Aaron Dorsey at Beach Chalet, San Francisco. How about that?
Awesome.
Cool. You got to send Daniela an email, Daniela@thebrewingnetwork.com, and just give your name and tell her that you were the caller that was the drunk of the week.
Oh, yeah, we can do it.
Cool, man. You get a shirt.
Awesome.
Thanks for the call.
Later, guys.
We'll see you.
All right, who the hell was that?
I'm glad he did that because it reminded me. Drunk of the Week is now our new weekly feature here at the Brewing Network. We won't take your call until the very end of the show because that's when it's appropriate. And we're going to vote on the Drunk of the Week is actually what we're going to do. And
I'm not eligible.
Doc is not eligible. Here's what happens. Not only do you get
eligible?
Eligible? Yeah. Doc is not eligible.
You cannot write down him.
Not only do you win a prize each week, but you're going to get your picture in the Drunk of the Week forum, which will be on the Brewing Network. If you thought your parents were proud of you before, wait till you land in the Drunk of the Week gallery on the Brewing Network. And
it'll work.
We might even make up a little diploma certificate type of thing to send out
a shrine
for the Drunk of the Week, and we'll make a collage shrine right here on the wall in the Brewing Network for the Drunk of the Week.
I have ideas.
I think next week, one of the qualifiers for the kegging system given away by Northern Brewer is going to be the Drunk of the Week. Just a heads up to that. You might want to stock up on beer. I'll probably do a caller and a chat room and a Drunk of the Week to win the Northern Brewer, or to qualify to win the Northern Brewer kegging system. Daniela?
Sounds great.
You're looking at me like you got something happening over there.
No, it's all fine.
John?
All right.
John is very busy right now.
I like my polar bear mash tun.
John and Frisco are going to go out tonight to the...
I'll bring the puppets.
You can be my chauffeur.
Oh, jeez.
Not that there's anything wrong with that. I don't want to alienate anybody here.
No.
I'm going to say this real quick. Sean, I was working on it anyway. I'm going to say that just so that you know it wasn't your idea, okay?
Because it wasn't.
It's all your idea, Justin.
Sean gave me this great advice that said, get to work on that podcast because I guarantee it's going to help out, your listenership and stuff like that. Just get to work on it. And I did. I took his advice. We're upwards of like 20,000 people tuning into our podcast right now. It's totally...
That's awesome.
It's blown up. It's unbelievable. So many people a day signing up that it's great. It's really building the community. Podcasters, I encourage you to check out our forum, join, because if you're new to brewing especially, you can ask any question you want. It doesn't matter how stupid it is, because I guarantee you I've asked a dumber one right here on the program, and you're going to get some good answers just from the people hanging out in there. Plus, we got guys like these people hanging out. Roger from Drake's, and Aaron from Beach Chalet, and
that guy.
And Aaron from Beach Chalet. No, and Sean from 21st.
And Claudia from 21st.
Claudia, what do you know about beer? Anything?
And there's a moment of silence.
Yeah. No, Claudia actually at the 21st is one of the best bartenders. She does a great job, and
one of the best.
One of the best, and she's been with us the longest. One of the first employees at the 21st Amendment. And tonight, if you go to Tres Agaves in San Francisco on Townsend, you'll see her drinking tequila.
Oh, it's open to public too. You guys didn't buy the
Absolutely not, Justin.
Because I'm thinking, hey,
they're too cheap to buy the place out.
I got nothing going on. Caller, you're on the air. Who are we talking to?
Hey, Justin, it's George. How you doing?
Hi, George.
Hey, I called. Thank you for that hat. And I've been trying to get Danielle to ask you all night long to get my package today or yesterday.
What's going on here, Justin?
It's in the mail.
It's in the mail.
Describe its size.
Your package.
It's about 8 pounds.
8 pounds. Did we get it, Daniela? I don't think we. I don't think we got it. What is the return address on it? Like, not just the name of the return address.
George Schmidt, Indiana.
No, I didn't get it yet.
No. Okay.
No.
That's just that stuff I sent you last week.
Okay.
What stuff did you send him?
You sent us beer.
It was beer, man.
Yeah,
No.
Yeast samples.
Live yeast cultures.
Glassware.
Glassware, live yeast cultures, petri dishes.
That's right.
It's not
It was not beer.
No, I've not seen it yet. I got a couple of things in the fridge that I received that we're going to be tasting. A couple of them next week, but I haven't seen yours yet. Maybe it'll come this week, George.
See, they lied. They said it was 2 days.
Oh, they always say that.
You'll recognize it because it's in Coke bottles, so it's easy to...
Oh, yeah, no, I have not gotten that yet. You might want to ask
Is that just your signature?
Ask for your
like
money
the
back.
Coke bottle thing?
No, they're great to ship because they're light and they can't break.
And they're strong. That's a good point.
Yeah.
He's right.
Oh, the plastic Coke bottle.
It shut you down, didn't
okay.
he, John? Plastic Coke bottles. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Even less breakable. Okay. No, I'll tell you what. I'll send you an email as soon as I get them, and I always notify the people who send us beer when we're going to taste them on air, so that you guys, know that when we're going to do it, and you can listen in. So
cool. Sounds good.
I'll let you know
Thanks,
as soon as
guys.
I get them. I appreciate you sending it, though, George.
Oh, great. Thanks.
All right, buddy. We'll see.
Bye-bye.
And just a word for people that do ship beers. I would say don't even say anything.
Nothing about
Just leave
beer.
it blank, right?
And don't even put yeast samples or anything like that. That's going to throw a red flag up.
Gifts.
Just not even that. Just say, put it in there, pack it well, send it.
You don't have to fill
They
out that
They
little
don't ask if you're sending a book, do they?
Well,
they don't.
They say what's in there?
They do ask you actually if
there's
it's
that
a
little
weapon
space.
or something like that.
No, it's
obviously
it's
would be
a
the answer.
birthday present.
I'm shipping bullets.
You know, I remember actually sending...
a puppet.
It's a puppet.
It's just a puppet.
I remember sending beer to the GABF actually a couple of years ago, and I used FedEx, and they Great American Beer Festival, which is that big festival every October in Denver. Anyway, I sent it, and they asked me what it was, and I was like, it was like the last minute thing, like 5 o'clock, whenever the deadline was, and I was like, and they were like, exactly, dumb, and they were like, what is it? I said beer, and they were like,
we can't do that.
I did the same thing. And you're like, did I say beer? I meant root beer. I'll call you back.
Yeast sample. Actually, the GABF does, when you do send products for the blind tasting panel, for the judging, they do say that it is yeast samples. Somehow that gets through.
But it's better to say nothing at all. Just
it is.
Just throw it up there on the counter and say, hey, answer their questions. Don't admit anything that you don't have to admit.
But Justin, just to segue into where you started with this whole thing, you had dreams about beer and stuff.
Yeah.
This just targeted me, and I thought, oh, I don't remember my dreams. The one last night, I shipped beer, and it got shipped back, and it was all broken, and it was leaking everywhere. And that was, I woke up this morning like that. It's like, oh.
Angry about your spilled beer.
It was not that it didn't make it there. It's like, it's all spilled.
Yeah.
Next to a puppet.
I'll tell you this,
Next to a puppet.
This is the Vinny puppet. When you ship me, could you put a Fragile sticker on the box, please? I hate getting shaken around all the time.
Disturbs the bradymiasis.
Vinny, that was Sean, by the way.
That was right. I know, I'm going to get so much crap for this.
I guess
I'll tell you this, listeners.
I guess I know where you guys are going to have to be next week.
Come back in. Listeners who are shipping beer, don't worry too much about it. I've only had one package ever delivered here that got broken. And only like one of the bottles broke. The rest were fine. So just pack it right. Use your common sense. And I think maybe Roger's right. Don't label it at all.
It's just fear. It's just the dreams we have. Oh, it's not going to make it. I've never had one not make it.
Just explain.
I've actually sent a couple bottles when I was working at SF Brewing.
Mm-hmm. Good enough.
Did I say that out loud? I'm sorry.
Frisco Brewing.
Oh, Frisco Brewing. Sorry, Sean.
I'm going to call into the next K-Fog show.
I had sent to actually Utah, out of all states.
Yeah.
And a bottle broke. And yet the postal guy still delivered it dripping. Saying basically to my brother-in-law,
and your point
probably
is
not supposed to deliver this to you because I think it's alcohol.
Yeah.
And he looked right at the label and said, yeah, it is.
Yep. Same thing.
You know what's funny, though? You know what's funny, and hopefully no one gets fired for this? They cracked one open and had it.
Nice. They're like, yep. Oh, that's sweet. We had to check.
That just makes him, he's going to get the next batch.
The one batch that I had that was broken, same thing. It was obvious that it was beer. It was a bottle of stout that broke out of that whole thing. They wrapped it in a plastic bag and dropped it off on my porch. You know, they still they don't care. Just, don't.
Sorry, this one broke. There's glass.
Yeah, exactly.
Here's your broken beer and your puppet, goddammit.
Caller, you're on the air. Who are you talking to?
And your soaked up puppet.
Go ahead, caller.
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy. Who are we talking to?
This is Ray.
Hey, Ray. Where are you calling from?
Corona.
Corona, California?
Yeah.
Man, I thought New Jersey was the armpit. I've been to Corona before, Ray.
Corona is.
I'm from Southern California. I know where you're talking about.
Good.
How are you, Ray?
Good.
Is this the Ray that looks like Ray Liotta in the forum, too?
Yeah.
Same Ray? I thought so. How can we help you, my friend?
Well, I'm calling in on behalf of Big Bad Brad.
Oh, it's that Ray.
Yeah.
Oh, he's claiming
I'm supposed to say I'm his biatch.
All right, you got to say the words, Big Bad Brad's beer bitch.
3 times.
Big Bad Brad's beer bitch.
Consider yourself qualified to win a kegging system from Northern Brewer.
Right on.
You've been bottling thus far?
Yeah.
Okay, this is going to help you out if you could just win it. I'm telling you, it's going to change your life.
Yeah,
change your beer life. Have you been listening to the show tonight?
No, just for a little bit, just what I heard on the radio.
Okay.
I mean, on the telephone a little bit. I just got in.
Okay. Well, that's all right. I won't hold that against you. I appreciate you calling in and registering yourself. You both kept up to your part of the bargain, so I'll qualify you.
Right on.
Cool, Ray. Send Daniela an email, Daniela@thebrewingnetwork.com.
Okay.
And you can send it to me if you can't remember that. My address is on the website, and we'll qualify you.
Okay.
All right, buddy. Thanks for calling, Ray.
All right. Bye.
See ya. Corona, California. It's the Martinez of Southern California.
It's a lovely part of town this time of year.
Where is that near? I've never been there before.
It's just
Corona is called the Circular City. My brother lives there.
You look at LA.
Hey, Dave.
LA
how you
as a
doing?
whole.
Yeah.
Corona's right about there.
Yeah.
He's pointing to his
Roger,
armpit.
you actually vacation there, I think, occasionally, don't you?
Yeah, they have this lovely Motel 6.
Roger's got a timeshare in Corona.
Well, they always say,
I got a deal on it, man. What the fuck?
Claudia, you're going to enjoy this.
If we're gonna give
beachfront
if we're gonna give the Earth an
It's
animal,
right next to the Easy 8.
Honeymoon in Corona.
There you go. You know that's going to happen. He'll wear a clean tee, though.
Where the hell? Where the hell are you going to go?
I know. I'm sorry, Ray, dude. Where I live is not much better, so take it with a grain of salt.
it's my brother. My brother that hasn't listened to us.
Yeah,
he lives in Corona.
He lives in Corona. We should call him up someday.
Yes, we will.
All right, you guys want to get the hell out of here or what?
Callers like we're gonna leave.
We'll be here next week for the Vinny show, by the way, Roger and I.
Yeah, we're just getting warmed up over here.
Vinny from Russian River coming in the show next week. He was on the show last time. We talked a lot about Belgians. I got some great information. It was a really good show. And this time we're going to talk about growing your own hops. The guy's got like a crop. He's got a field in the back of his brewery of hops. So if you want to get some good hop growing information, when do the roots go on sale?
Early April.
Usually about
Early
April.
Okay.
Springtime.
They're called rhizomes.
Rhizomes.
They look like a friggin' root.
You offended somebody.
It does not matter. They're called rhizomes.
Caller, you're on the air.
Why do you say that with such a big smile?
The Corona of Southern California.
Is this Ray again?
I was born in Berkeley, but raised from the time I was 0, basically, until I was 23 years old in Martinez, California.
So you can agree with me that Martinez is the Corona of Northern California.
Well...
Yeah.
Jeff, is that you? Is this Jeff? Wait.
Out of Pacheco, which is basically Martinez, right? Except actually,
Yes,
even
it
Pacheco is the armpit of Martinez.
Yeah, but the beautiful thing about being in Pacheco and Martinez, you're only like 10 minutes from Reno.
Yeah.
10 minutes, depending on how much you had to drink in Pacheco.
Here's why I prefer to say Pacheco. When I lived actually in Martinez, my backyard, literally, and I'm not joking, was the refinery. There was a nice wall of shrubbery that separated the two of us.
Well, that doesn't do anything about the dioxin problem in the air, right?
Exactly. So now that I've moved to Pacheco, at least I've got the wall of shrubbery in like 4 blocks in between me and the refinery.
Yeah.
That's
all right. Well, I'll give you that. But you know what Pacheco really is? It's the armpit of Martinez, which
Which is like saying it's the...
Dude, what kind of body you got?
Yeah. It's like it's as ugly as it gets.
So Pacheco is the armpit of Martinez, as the Corona is the armpit of Riverside.
Oh, I love it.
I love it.
Thanks, buddy.
All right, we'll talk to you guys soon.
Appreciate
All right, Jeff.
call.
We'll see you.
Bye.
He does make a good point about Pacheco. I like it here. What am
I like
gonna
it
do?
too. I mean, I found my way here, so I mean,
See?
My other timeshare's here.
Yeah. You know what's funny about where we live? And I love this about our guests too that have to come here, because I thought the same thing when a friend of mine said, "Yeah, come check out this house, come look at it, and it's in a great area." And I'm driving down the road, and you drive down the road, and you're surrounded by like shanty, like the houses are falling over. There's El Caminos on blocks in the front yard.
At what point do you pull them out of the yard?
There's no front yard. It's a parking lot.
But then you turn a corner and there's this whole brand new housing project, which is this weird little cul-de-sac I live in. So I live in this one small shining area of my entire neighborhood, which I appreciate. Doesn't mean that the dioxins don't flow into my yard, but I wonder what my guests think, because I don't tell you guys when I invite you, for the first time. I don't say, yeah, it's in a house, it's in this area.
I know.
I just give you the address, right? I always try to picture what's going through these brewers' minds, what the?
Actually, it is funny because
it's kind of like the abyss.
Well, first of all, Roger told me on the way up here that he got lost the first time I came here. Yeah. I actually was pretty detailed about it, because I'm driving around, I'm making the left, right, left, whatever it is, and all of a sudden I'm like, am I in the right place? And immediately I was thinking, it's like, how did he find this house to move in here?
Yeah.
Are you a renter?
And like, and like all 14 houses that you pass before you get to mine, have a motorhome parked in their side yard.
You're right, actually. I mean,
and they're various ages too.
You did hit it right on the head though, because you're driving along, and not to, because you're going to get firebombed here probably after we talk about this. But when you do turn that one corner, it's like, oh my God,
there's a new project.
There's a whole new area here, and it's clean and beautiful.
Yeah, and I don't know what John says when he books, but I never tell people. I say come to the studio. I never say like, oh, it's what it is, right? I say come to the studio.
We'll leave that alone.
And I give the address. So I always just picture, I'm always confident that once you get in here, you'll be fine. But I definitely always try to put myself in the brewer's mind as he's driving up to my house, like going, oh man, what did I agree to?
I'm gonna need another IPA over here.
Yeah, he's like putting the money in his wallet in the glove box.
This can't be right.
Yeah. Which for Sean was like $8.
$8. I think you were right, actually.
That was just to take Bart back.
Yeah. I was gonna make fun of Roger with that one, but I owe him 30. So
nice try.
Yeah, it's a beautiful studio. It's a beautiful studio. That was just unbelievable kissing your ass right now, though.
I appreciate that.
This is a little bit of heaven and a whole lot of hell.
I don't know what that means, but I agree with Doc.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
I said this studio. It looks like a studio. We're in a.
You got multi-colored.
I wish I could walk on the ceiling right now.
Doc is Doc describing the scenery right now?
Yes, and that's a whole different
ensnaring vision.
That's a whole story in itself. The ceiling here.
Did you drop acid?
But when
are we at Burning
not
Man
in
right
this
now?
decade, but no.
Burning what?
Not in this decade.
So the thing is, I get it. Like the one on the left is a cavity, but the one on the right's fine.
Yeah, it's good.
Which one do you want me to pull?
You're definitely gonna need a puppet for this one.
Look, when I need puppets at work,
it'll
be a whole different thing.
Can we go back to talking about beer
and wetness factors?
We're out of here. You guys want pale ale as a friend of mine, or or you want sex and beer?
Sex and beer, both.
Sex and beer.
Which first?
Well, pale ale, then
beer
sex.
comes first.
All right, we're gonna go pale ale, then sex. Who said that?
Pale ale, then
what the hell am I supposed to do with this?
That was me, the drunk guy.
Guest book. You're supposed to sign your name.
Sign your name to the guest book, Rob.
I'll do that.
Don't make me slap you in that bald head.
It's upside down, Roger.
Bring it, bitch.
All right. Hey, thanks to Northern Brewer for giving out a full kegging system.
I don't know if they want to be affiliated.
It's too late.
Only the first hour. That's all they sponsor.
That's right. That's right. The first hour. Tune in next week. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to qualify 3 lucky listeners to win a full kegging system, and we're also going to give away a gift certificate to Northern Brewer and a T-shirt from the Brewing Network. Thanks to Aaron Dorsey from Beach Chalet Brewing Company.
Awesome beers.
Yeah, great beers you brought in. Hope you're not taking them home with you.
Oh, hell no. I don't want to carry these home.
I always like to
They're heavy.
It's good stuff. I really appreciate you coming in. I hope you come back.
Thanks for having me. Yes.
And we might come crash your place out there all sweaty and drunk someday.
Good. I hope so. I'll be looking forward to it.
All right, cool.
That'll work.
Roger, Claudia, and Sean, what a great surprise. I appreciate you guys coming by.
Congratulations again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good job. Great job. You guys are doing a great job.
Can you hold on like 5 seconds? I got a burp coming.
Yeah, do it. You got time. Roger, you're
premature burp.
It's coming out the other way. I'm sorry.
Hey, and tell Vinny next week he's not safe. You never know. You never know when we
will be in mass.
Vinny Chalerzo, Russian River Brewing Company, will be in next week, along with the Vinny puppet. We'll be right there.
That'll be me manipulating Sean.
I'm trying to think now who's gonna have better information. Either the Vinny puppet or Vinny. It's gonna be tough.
You're making beer, not wine. Keep out of the wine barrels.
Oh boy.
Britannomyces. Forget that shit.
I can't wait to have the Vinny puppet in the studio. Forget Vinny.
It's going to be like the evil Letterman.
Yeah. I have a feeling that the Vinny puppet's going to be like here every week after next week's show.
I got to work on my Vinny impersonation, actually.
There you go. All right, beachchalet.com is where you want to go to check out Aaron.
Hey, this is Vinny. Vinny, hey, this is Roger. I love you, man.
Me too.
Even after this week.
Yeah. Exactly. Doc?
Yo?
Yes, no problem. I'm going to air the Australian, it's the Northern Queensland Homebrewers radio show. Will be on Tuesday at 10 a.m. Check the BN schedule for that. Look around the new website. You're going to find some good stuff. We'll keep updating it as we go. And enjoy the show. Podcast will be coming out tonight. I'll update it really quick. Roger, I guess now that you've shown up actually back in the studio, I will put up the Drake's archive. I don't know.
Dang. Well, I have one question. What the hell are you waiting for?
I don't know. It's a long story.
Is that
actually.
one that you just leave in your bedroom?
The thing is that your archive is 18 hours long because I never turned it off that night. Here's what happened.
Are you serious?
Well, because me and you, we went out back, we started drinking.
So is there poker?
And then we played poker and all this stuff.
And you hear it's like,
and I come in the studio the next morning and it's still rolling. And I'm like, oh crap. And I could never edit the thing. So it's too big. I gotta rebroadcast it actually to edit it. So, somewhere on the schedule, I think Thursdays, I rebroadcast a random BN archive. This week will be the Drake show. I'll be rebroadcasting the Drake show. I'll only well, it's all music after we stop the show, so it'll work. And
you should maybe just run the outtakes if you can at all. Like, it'd be kind of cool. It's like,
funny.
Roger's like, I don't even know what I'm doing.
Yeah. Water?
What's up?
Stop the brewer.
He's cussing at us.
What?
What?
Yeah.
No, I think the
I was drunk that night at a 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
Drake's just like, my beer sucks. Give me a Foster's.
Exactly. No, I think the topic that night was water.
Yes.
And
I think it was.
Readily admitted right away. Tonight's topic is water.
Yeah.
That's great. I know nothing about that.
Roger was like, water? H2EB mud. Oh? That's what I use.
East Bay mud.
Well, Claudia, I'm happy that you're in the studio, but I think you're an idiot.
Why?
Because
I got a knife in the car.
I mean, I like Roger and everything. It's fun for the guys, but come on, you're getting married to this guy.
Why are you not even looking at her when you said that?
It got really quiet.
I was just getting ready for the finish. You don't want to say anything about that? You don't want to defend
Come on,
yourself?
Claudia. You haven't. Come on, pull the mic over to her.
Pull it up, baby.
Give her. Come on, man.
No,
man.
Roger's the cutest brewer.
What?
No. You got him all wrong. He's sweet. It may look tough, but...
She's like this. She's like the bus driver on the special bus.
No. He's okay.
No,
it's like the Special Olympics. You cross the line, everybody gets a medal and a hug.
No, little Benny.
They're all winners.
Roger needs a helmet.
Roger needs a puppet.
Who the fuck asked you?
Little Roger's really special. Drake's is awesome beer. Roger, you do a good job.
Yeah, he's doing a great job over there.
Drake's Brewery, San Leandro, California. Check it out. It's good beer. 21st Amendment, same thing. And Beach Chalet, of course. Another guy's got a restaurant to boot. So check it out.
Salute.
The link is on our page. It'll be up there for another couple days. And then we'll be putting up our new guest, Vinny from Russian River. It'll be next week. Thanks, everybody. 2006 is going to be a lot of fun if Tonight has anything to say about it. And thank you guys for coming in. I didn't say you're going to get any beer information out of us. I just said it's going to be a lot of fun, right? We'll see you next week, guys. Thanks a lot.
Pale ale is a friend of mine, and that's just like good barley wine. Chocolate porter, cherry stout, don't you know what I am talking about? Don't you give me that American crude, for the one of real homebrew. Homebrew, don't you really love it? Homebrew, can't get enough of it. Homebrew, it blows my mind. I love homebrew all the time. Yeah, I think I have me, well, I have me one right now. Down, double and triple on my best friend. I think I'll have them all over again. But don't you give me that American crude for the one of real homebrew. Homebrew, don't you really really love that homebrew, can't get enough of it. Homebrew, it blows my mind. I love homebrew all of the time. Yeah, I think I'll have me, well, I'll have me one right now. Give me a wheat beer on a hot summer day. A bark will do me when the skies are gray. I'll take a Belgian brew anytime, and the women sing the lambic fine. But don't you give me that American crude, boys, I want a real homebrew. Homebrew, don't you really love that homebrew? Can't get enough of it. Homebrew, it blows my mind. I love homebrew all of the time. Yeah, I think I'll have me, well, I'm the one right now. Yeah, you know what I am talking about. But don't you give me that American crude, boys, I want a real homebrew. Homebrew, don't you really love that homebrew?